So it's a race car driver. Who cares?
It's very white still.
So I wake up 6 a.m. Boom. Get up. Boom. Time to go. I'm up. Like, let's go. I want to go fishing, right? So I put the cooler in my truck. I put all the fishing rods in my truck. Ooh, I haven't woke up at 6 a.m. since Jesus was a baby. I was like literally like this on the road. I get to the neighborhood, right, of where this pond was, where this lake was.
Okay.
So there's a big lake. Oh. So I go to this neighborhood where the lake was. But there's an extraordinary amount of cop cars out. And I said, what's going on at 6 a.m. at this lake? They found a body in the lake.
Oh, cadaver.
Let me fish it out.
Yeah.
It's not what happened. So I'm pulling up, and I roll down the window to a cop because, like I said, I wanted to get in my white jeans, so I talked to the cop.
Yeah, you did.
I said, hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. What you got going on?
Everything's safe around here? Think we can roll up there and park real quick?
So I'm talking to the cop like this. Mind you, the road's in front of me. I'm talking to the cop saying, hey, can I park there? They go, no, boy. And I was like, I forget. I'm not one of you.
Yeah. I'm cosplaying today.
They go, no, keep going. But they said it's stern, and it's 6 a.m., and I'm anxiety-filled because it's my first time fishing, and I'm nervous.
And you can't swim.
So I'm saying thank you, and I'm driving forward. I feel something hit my car. Apparently, those cops had bicycles there, too. I ran over the cop's bicycle. Now, only the back tire, and they didn't give me any problems. It was okay. I was like, this is what it feels like to be y'all. I got away with it.
Oh, God.
So let's start. I'm serious. I ran over.
You ran over a bike cop. A cop's
Well,
bike.
he wasn't on the bike, but yes, I ran over
God, you'd been behind bars.
Yes, I ran over the cop's.
Get your out the car!
I ran over the cop's bicycle.
Jesus.
I found a parking spot in front of somebody's house. I take all the fishing poles and the tackle box and the cool and the chairs,
the beer,
and now there's a good little walk to get to the lake.
Yeah, there is.
So I'm walking to the lake, right? And I'm with a woman. Mm-hmm. Let's mind you that. Mm-hmm. Now she's ditzy.
It's so pretty. Pretty. A bit hot, babe. Do you get the sunscreen just in there? 90 pounds of
oh yeah, so I'm like, okay, hurry up. She's far behind, and now we're in this field walking to the lake. So
you beating her on foot while carrying everything is that's misdemeanor.
She was going through TikTok on her phone walking. I was like, hey, I'm trying to go fish, right? So I'm stopping, and I look back at her, and I'm like, hey, come on. She's taking a while. I'm sitting there waiting on her because I'm a good boyfriend, right? Good man. But as I'm sitting there waiting, my foot's getting real hot. I go, why is my foot hot? I look down. Oh, boy. 15 million ants are in between my toes. I'm getting by these ants right now.
No. Oh, God, I feel bad for you.
I know. I start jumping up. I'm taking off my socks. I'm banging. I mean, I am absolutely. I take a beer out of the cooler and start pouring it on my foot to get the thing off.
Resourcefulness.
My foot still itches to this day. I'm not going to show you because it looks bad. It looks.
Oh, I bet that's the worst. The fact you had your toes out is crazy. I mean, you were fully cosplaying.
Yeah,
you were fully leaned in.
I was in it, right? So then I make it to the pond, right? Now or to the lake. I make it to the lake. Now my foot's on fire. I just hit a cop car. I'm having bad anxiety. Then I get there and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to fish. I didn't think about that. I don't know. I thought that there was. I didn't know there's a whole system to get the hook on the string, and the string has to wrap around this. Yeah. So I'm sitting there at 6 a.m. watching TikToks on how to assemble a goddamn fishing rod like it's a missile launcher. I was there. I was like, what the is going on, man? I was like, and Sarah's looking at me.
Foot's on fire. Sarah's still, oh, life's great.
Well, now she's starting to judge me. She's like,
oh. So, much of a man, huh? Yeah. How about you get another beer, alcoholic?
Yeah. And so what she tells me, hey, just start drinking. And I'm like, okay. So it's 6 a.m. I'm down. I got 3 beers in me.
That's egregious.
Oh, it feels good at this point.
I bet it does.
So now I hood rig some kind of fishing mechanism up.
Too. It's like it turns into just absolute art.
Yeah.
Just Picasso. You're like, oh, take the string, throw it here, just because you're drunk.
And this is where the story ends. I'm like, okay, now it's time to go fish. I didn't know there's a certain form you have to do to throw the fishing rod,
Peyton,
out into the lake. So I The string is like 6 feet off the thing, right, with the hook. I go like this, and I go to release. The rod goes forward, but the string and the hook aren't following.
Please don't tell me it was Sarah.
That string,
Please don't tell me it was Sarah.
that hook went so far into my butt cheek, Cam, that it was stuck deep into my butt cheek. And if you think I'm kidding,
You're not showing me right. You're not showing me right.
Is it fun? You got that? You get that little red mark in there? You just see it's there?
A red mark, it's scabbed. It looks infected. You haven't been
Cleaned it, no.
Okay. First off,
Yeah.
that's actually worse than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Second, you need to clean that.
Is it bad?
No, it's starting to get crusty. Like it's starting to get like a moldy crust up top. It's getting real. That might be infected.
Yeah, sorry.
You stuck your own. First off, what was your outfit? What was your outfit to where you could just stick your own that easy? Your feet are out and exposed. Like, did you show up in your drawers?
I was like basketball shorts. Yeah, it was like basketball shorts. It got hot quick. That was my 4th of July
You
story.
talk about a 4th of July, running over a cop, stepping in an anthill and sticking your own. First off, you're not finishing a golf swing. You don't go like this.
I've learned.
You go out to the side.
No, I've learned
and
now.
then go.
Yeah, no, I've learned now. I went fully back here, and that motherfucker said, it said, in your there you go. We're in your now.
Said, Poor guy. Y'all want to know the best part? How many fish did you catch?
Oh, I didn't catch it. I didn't see a fish. I didn't see a fish. I'm not sure that lake had fish. I'm not sure.
It did. Oh, it did. Were you okay? This is another thing.
Yeah.
Were you going as far out as you can, or were you going like a little shallow?
Well, I don't think I put the string on far enough. I swear to God, that thing didn't go more than 4 feet in front of me.
Oh, that's a decent spot though.
Is
Because
it?
I would have thought you would have went, yeah, let's get these fish. Like gone all the way deep.
I was trying
you
to.
want to play the short game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I did do that well then. I'm gonna try again.
Oh, dude. Okay. Now, by all means, I'm not Bass Pro over here.
Yeah.
But I've been fishing a couple times. I've caught some fish.
Yeah.
We absolutely have to go, and we have
I
to
would love to.
document
I
that.
had a lot of fun because I was drinking. But
Oh,
my foot hurt, but I was having fun.
my foot hurt. I left with a felony, and I just had a lot of Coors Light. But bro, fishing's pretty close to golf.
Is it?
It's a little fun thing that it's actually really fun because you're drinking the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's it's that game.
I was
It's
out there
that
for
simple
like
game.
4 hours not doing.
Not catching. Didn't even see a scale. You didn't even see a fin.
I almost got a heat stroke, I think. My head started really hurting. I realized I didn't drink water. It was like 98 degrees outside. Like I was like,
yeah,
it was
it was
like,
half a gallon of beer.
yeah. My foot was infected. My ass was
Oh
infected.
my God. Okay, I have to tell you my 4th of July.
Okay.
So my 4th of July, we went to Oklahoma, spent it with Liv's family. Everything was normal. Everything was good, right? So we go to the fireworks stand and we buy some fireworks. Now, mind you, I've seen fireworks. I've done some fireworks. I've never been that into fireworks. So I've never went to the stand and bought them.
I don't agree with fireworks.
First off,
but yeah.
prices are insane.
I heard there's huge inflation on fireworks.
Prices are insane. So we spent a moderate amount. We got like $200 of fireworks. We got some decent, right? Like, cause it was all of us. We all pitched in. Like, it was
Right.
a good little show we had. They have. Do you know they have artillery? Like they have artillery fireworks.
What do you mean, like weapons?
So there's pretty much like quite like a mortar. Like so there's some that you just light the fuse and it just shoots from the box.
Yeah.
And there's artillery where it's a gauged like shell like this
Yeah.
with a long wick on it. You light that and you drop it into the tube and then it goes like those are the ones. Okay, now Oklahoma. I understand we have listeners all over the place.
Yeah.
Peyton, I thought I was in the Battle of Gettysburg at one point. There was literal cannons going off.
Really?
It was like I was like, what the that was in Baghdad. Like, it was insane. So then, out of nowhere, massive storm comes through.
Okay.
I'm talking literally out of nowhere. Like, we're sitting there doing fireworks, and there's like 40-mile-an-hour wind.
I don't like that.
And I was like, I hate this. That's scary. So we all go inside. Perfect timing, because now the ribs and everything are done. We all sit down. This is Liv's dad's side. We all sit down. We're eating food and everything, and we're just talking about the fireworks and how it was cool. We'll finish them when the storm passes. literally out of nowhere. Liv's dad, he's eating ribs. He goes, wow. We go, you all right? He goes, oh yeah, I'm good. Okay. And then he just has this like disdain on his face. He's kind of just like, so then I make the joke. I'm like, oh, I'll be the funny guy. I'm like, you all right? Like, you good? And he goes, yeah. He goes, oh yeah, no problem. My tooth fell out. He said it that quick. He's like, oh yeah, everything's all good. Tooth fell out. And I said, I literally went, you're lying. He's like, no, it's out. It's gone. I said, did you swallow it? At that exact moment, he goes, no, it's right here. Spit it out. Caught it in his hand, and it was a whole tooth. Which tooth? It was like one like back here. Like it wasn't like if it would have been there.
You got a molar?
I would have absolutely shit my pants. But it was like a back, like one of these little canines or something. But a whole tooth just fell out of his head.
You can't announce it like that.
Barbecue.
You can't announce it like that.
Why was it still in his mouth? He literally said, my tooth fell out with it still in it. Like, were you trying to hide that? And, like, be polite?
If my tooth falls out, I'm going, what the f?
I'm like going, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm checking which one. Oh no. I might take the tooth and go, oh no, get back in there.
I'm freaking out.
And I was like, oh, dude, I know I'm not a man yet. Like, this man's tooth just fell out of his skull. And he continued. He took another bite of ribs.
No, it's gluttony.
With his tooth
Gluttony.
in his mouth. He literally said, yeah. I said, man, are you okay? Are you choking? Or what's going on? Oh, nothing. Everything's all good. My tooth fell out. I said, what the hell? And then he put, country. Now, I'm so pissed. I got to see if someone took a picture. I did not take a picture. We were all rolling laughing. And it gets, so after he spit it, he puts it on the table, and we're all talking. And then Gabe goes, Dad, I'm not going to lie. That motherfucker looked like a little rotten. Like, I think it was about time for that tooth to come out. I love my father-in-law. Dude, that tooth was it literally looked like your Burke. Like it was like soulless. That tooth was just not a healthy tooth. It was time for it to come out. And it was bro, it was unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable moment.
That's crazy enough. Like obviously I assumed that tooth was ready to come out.
It was on its last leg.
What the fuck? You don't react. Just spit it out and continue to eat. You have to take him for like a check-in.
Like a wellness check. Oh, bro. Think about it, a tooth falling out, like a permanent tooth.
I want to put his business out there.
And this was his reaction.
And you can decide if he got this.
Okay. What happened?
He got on the phone with Sarah on FaceTime. You say hi. He goes, where's Sarah?
What happened?
I love him. He was laid up like this. He goes, where's Sarah at? Sarah goes, hey, TJ. He goes, I got Band-Aids on. I said, you gotta just say hi. Yo, not how you do. I got Band-Aids on.
He goes, I got my Band-Aids on, doing good. Oh, when I showed up, he looked mummified. He was wrapped from knee down. It was a full-blown wrap. And then
y'all gotta stay on him, man.
Oh, we are. Oh, Liv made a hard rule with him.
Okay.
She said, every time you go to the doctor from now on, you have to FaceTime me.
Yeah.
Because you lie, and I gotta treat you like a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, everything's good. There's like a boiling thing on his leg.
Stop. We don't want to put his business out there.
No, yeah. No, his leg is looking a lot better, though. But yeah, unbelievable. Bro, that was the funniest of the whole. It was unreal, bro.
I learned something about myself this weekend.
Oh, God. That can be scary at our age.
No, it's like
real scary.
It's a talent thing. I have a talent.
Humor.
You can ask my whole household about it.
I don't believe anyone that sleeps in that house. I don't believe anyone that sleeps in that house, no matter nothing that comes out of their mouth.
By the way, found out I didn't have AC for the 8 months I lived there.
And you always got on to us for saying it was.
It was broken. It was broken. It was broken. They replaced the whole unit.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's broken. It feels great.
You made me and K-Rob feel completely crazy.
No, I didn't. It was y'all are mean about it. Y'all are mean about it.
That's not mean when I'm sweating bullets in your room.
You're like, there's no shit.
Yeah, I go, ooh, I got 7 guest rooms. Don't have air. That makes sense. Ooh, everyone come over and watch at our place so we can sweat and stink.
No, upstairs is very cold. So whenever I was telling y'all to watch,
it's dark. No one's up there.
No, that AC worked up there. There's 2 different units. You wouldn't know about that. That happens in big square footage houses. It's different units, right? Different mechanisms that go throughout the house. It's all right one day. Just kidding. I'm kidding. That's funny. I'll talk to you about. Oh, I'm about to get in my. I'm gonna sound prude later in the podcast because I have a story about that DoorDasher Renee. F you. Oh, if you're on my Instagram, you know about Renee. Oh, I got a whole thing.
Oh my God, I cannot. I literally called this man. He said, "No, I cannot tell you." He said, "I'm not telling you."
Oh, but you'll see that later in the episode. But
I cannot wait for that. Yeah, tell me. Riddle me your talent.
I found out I have a talent.
Okay, I don't believe you, but sure.
It's really good. I think it's because I'm a little messed up. You know, like people that are like me, we're really good at certain things.
Very specific things.
Yeah. Like my brother can name everything about a car, and he's like, you know, he's got problems.
I'll never forget.
Like you can see a car, you go, oh yeah, that was in 1942. They changed the doors on that one. Like he's like
I'll never forget. This man Peyton was about to get a car. This man Peyton was about to get a car. He was like, "What should I get?" I think Preston said, "Man, you cannot beat Honda Odyssey."
I said I want a luxury car. This me. No disrespect. I said, Preston, I'll kill you. I'll kill you where you stand. Oh,
okay.
Man.
Okay, talent.
Okay.
Your talent.
I found out I have a hidden talent about myself.
Yes, what is it?
I can understand things in reverse.
What does that even mean? Like, what does that mean?
If something's played in reverse, I know what it's saying. I know what people are saying if it's in reverse.
So if like words, if someone speaks in reverse, you hear it clear.
Anything in reverse, I can figure it out.
Guess what?
No, I swear to you, you know how people are like lip readers? And
yes.
I'm a hear reverse reader. Anything in reverse, I can hear it well. And I thought it was crazy too, but I kept doing it. It might take me some seconds, but I can do it.
Can I test you? Let me quiz you?
Mm-hmm.
I can quiz you?
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to, I don't know how to speak in reverse. You can decode it? I was like, act dogmighty. You go, oh, the pizza's hot. Out of here. That is not real at all.
I find like reversal videos. Not like the reverse cowgirl videos you watch, but like the other reversal videos. Let me twerk it. Slim in the middle, twerk it.
Okay. I just went to the side room completely away from him and I recorded like 4 words.
I'm ready.
I put them in reverse and we're just gonna test it.
Okay, I hope you didn't make it like super hard though.
No, I'm like, scream me avalanche to Abatashito.
And I go, oh.
You go, North Pacific West.
If I can do that, put me in a museum.
Oh, I'd send you to NASA.
I boosted it up a little bit. I can do simple words though. Like, and I've only tested this for a weekend and I was drunk.
That's crazy to go on the air on the internet that lives forever after a drunken weekend and go, dude, I have a new talent. Like you put in maybe 2 hours into this.
Yeah, watch this.
Maybe 2 hours. All right,
I put 30 seconds in and changed people's lives.
Okay, first one. You ready?
Yeah.
And you tell me when it gets too annoying because they're short videos, so it's gonna go and go.
Okay. Is that even in reverse? It's moon. Is that it? That didn't even sound like it was in reverse. That was moon.
That was in reverse. And what do you mean that was moon? Why'd you say it so simple? Don't dap me up.
You gotta be happy for me. Don't look sad.
Doesn't sound, no.
That sounds like moon. No, everybody agrees with that. Go do it again. It really sounds like you're saying moon with like sauce in your mouth. It's like were you eating when you made that?
What?
That was easy. That's moon. Easy.
If you just told me, if someone just blindfolded me, I don't know why my vision matters, but if someone said, hey, what word is this in reverse? I would be all over the place.
Yeah, you don't have the talent. That's not like you just had food in your mouth. Turn it up a little bit too.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Sounds like a foreign prayer. Here we go. Say it again.
Hello.
Stop it. Koala. Koala.
What in the is happening?
It's easy if you learn it. Hoaluk.
Stop saying learn it. It's not.
It's you get the beginning and the end. Hoaluk. And then if context clues. Koala. I mean, that's why it sounds like a foreign prayer.
It did, but how do you like? Okay.
Hoaluk.
I thought this was gonna go.
Koala. It's easy. Syllables and
Hawaluk.
It's all syllables and first and last word.
If I flipped those Hawaluk, I'd go Kawaluk. That's not koala.
Hawaluk. Koala.
Koala.
Listen, Hawaluk. Koala.
I didn't say. I swear to God, when I made the video, I didn't go koala. Like I didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. You can justify it. You're getting it right. So
right.
your method's working.
Let's go.
But,
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
next
go.
one.
Come on.
Haneno. Haneno.
You sound like a minion.
Haneno. Haneno.
Oh, now we're clapping. Oh,
It's
now
the
we're
syllables.
clapping. Oh, now we're clapping. I'll give it to you one more time.
No, I don't want.
Haneno. Haneno.
I don't know what that first.
I think you got you on this one. I think you're stumped. I will
Shut up!
That just scared me. That scared me.
I'm trying to think. You're over here moaning in my ear. Banana.
How the f are you doing this? This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh. Oh my God. How are you get? And you said banana. Oh, look at that little. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost went drop the rails.
Is that it?
Yes, it was banana.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna teach me. I have one more.
It's
Hold on.
syllables in first and last, and then you just use context clues and be careful.
I have one more.
Okay.
Hoots. Hoots.
It's like minions. Holtz.
Hoots.
Tonight we will steal the moon. Ah!
You're a dad. Holtz.
Hoots. Hoots.
Now this one, I genuinely
Roots.
hope you'll get it.
Soul.
No. Loot.
Loots. Oh, stool.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what
the
to
easiest
say.
one that stumped me.
Stool is the easiest one.
Yeah, because loots backwards is stool, right?
Is that all you have to do? Just decipher it?
I mean, that's literally just a word in reverse.
I know, but like, there's no. I would not be able to do this.
Because you're not talented. God didn't
Okay.
bless you with that.
Okay, he blessed me in some other areas.
It's
I go, he blessed me in some other areas. Fertility. I go, I'm 2 for 2.
oh man, dude. Yeah, I learned that this weekend. It's all this
You
stuff.
just learned that. First off,
Well, I learned that
that's
about
not a
myself.
Campfire skill. Like you had a beer, you talked to Sarah's dad, and you're just like, imagine you're so f***ed up, you just started talking to her. Oh my God, that's what it was. Oh my God, you got so blasted
that I just.
people were talking to you, but you were hearing it in reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, you were drunk.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. I was having a good
You said
time.
that. You're sitting there looking at him. Oh, yes,
Yeah, dude. I've learned a lot about myself.
oh my God. Okay, I just thought about this. So obviously, I recorded those on Snapchat and just went reverse, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. You know how it shows memories?
Yeah.
Okay, a picture pulled up from today, from like years ago. Whatever happened to that girl? Like she was in the picture of all of us. I don't know if you want this to keep this, but
Who?
Florida.
I never told you.
No, I literally just saw
I
it
never
in a
told
memory.
you about the text. That text.
I have nothing about it. You have a text. What was it? This
Was this like 2 years ago?
Yes.
2 years ago, Florida.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a text. What is this text?
Okay. Dead. I don't know if I still have it, but there's a text that she sent me like years ago when this happened.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, but I wanted to give it time, and I just completely forgot about it. Can I try to?
God, there's no bet. Please try to find it.
See, speaking of text, sorry. You know what? Actually, it's probably my favorites.
That's insane.
No. The text is insane.
Oh, it's a bad text.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yes.
I'm strapped in.
Yes.
Oh my
Let me go with
God.
my favorite.
Wait, bad from you or from her? Because you can get nasty. You can get absolutely wicked behind the thumbs.
It's from her. Let me.
Oh my God. No, don't tell me she hurt my pay to wait as
No,
hard.
she didn't hurt me. She creeped me out. It was
it's
really.
that text. The amount of different. Oh, it's that. It's that text. Oh, it's.
I pray to God I can find it. Hold on. You can like search your favorites now.
Wait, there's favorites in text messages?
No, so if you like
okay,
I have favorites in my album, right? And then like in the favorites album, but then you can search pictures.
Oh.
Like with let me text what she said in it because I remember a little bit.
Oh my God.
There it is.
You have it?
Yes, I just typed in black.
What?
I'm so happy this happened.
Black?
I hope she doesn't watch.
What does that even mean, black?
That's what she called.
Oh my God, you have to read. Can you please read
I
it?
literally stopped talking to her after this.
Oh my God.
I think the context of this text.
Oh no, give it to us raw.
No, okay. Okay, you want it like no context?
I want it raw. No, context is good. Context is good. Or no context.
Well, no, I'll do no context first.
Yeah, there we go. Reverse engineering.
This, swear to God, she texted me this saying,
I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this.
that is just divine pod gods right there. The fact that picture popped up. Okay. The text. The text says, "Hello, my beautiful black king." With a crown.
Yes! Oh my God. I call you that. I call you my beautiful black king. I do.
Hello, my beautiful black king, crown emoji. Please go get some king crab for my king. And hella butter sauce. Okay. With the black arm emoji. And a heart. You can have my Diet Coke.
What? That sounded like a bomb went off. I thought we got bombed, bro. I legit got scared for a second.
Kind of move studios. Yeah, look, I have the text. Read it. Do you want the? I stopped talking to her that.
Hello, my beautiful black king. Crown emoji. Please go get some king crab for my king and hella butter sauce.
How'd she smell butter?
Hella buttah, butter. Hella butter sauce, black flex, red heart, and you can have my Diet Coke. What the?
You remember what her race?
Yeah.
She was like Hispanic.
Yeah, she was.
Why is she talking to me like that?
Can I start this by saying that is absolutely not the route I thought this text was going. I thought she was like, no, you just talking to her.
Yeah. No, we're fine.
That's why I was like, whatever happened? Because I didn't remember like this like turmoil.
She wanted. I don't remember.
She icked you. She gave you the ick. She gave you the black ick. She gave the black king a black plague. She said, "Oh, good morning, my beautiful black African king. Go get some African American black crab legs."
And hella
butter sauce.
Hella butter is crazy. After I'm a black king.
HELLA space butter. BUTTAH.
She's a Hispanic.
She's
girl.
Hispanic.
Yeah, from like Miami.
And then she literally hit a black flex.
She had to click on that emoji and select the black guy.
No, she had some like within her.
Yeah, I think she was into that. She wanted to call me something. I was like, because I remember, I don't remember.
Way.
Was she in town? I don't remember what it was, but it was like something I wanted to try seafood because I wasn't into seafood at the time, and I was.
Oh! Shut up! Shut the up! She sent this while she was at your house.
Yeah, I think so. Like, and I went to go get my beautiful black king, go hella butter sauce. What?
I would have given her the lease to the apartment. I would have never returned. I would have never showed back up.
Yeah, I'm so surprised I never
Go
showed.
get some hella king crab for my beautiful black king. Make sure you don't forget the hella butter sauce. Jesus.
She was Hispanic.
That's not how you sound at all.
She'd never talked to me like that. Like, she never spoke to me like that.
What possessed her to say that?
These are the first text of the day,
dude,
too.
She woke up a little spunky, a little racist. She just woke up just teach racist.
Yeah. Well, I think the night before that, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And then the next morning, she was like, my butt.
She goes, I've never been treated like I was last time, my black king. Y'all make sure you bring back that hella butter sauce. Oh, and by the way, you can have my Diet Coke. The only normal part of that message, you can have my DC.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
I don't know. I'm so happy.
So that just severed. Like
I think after that trip, I sent her back and I never talked to her again.
Sent her back
to Florida. To Florida. I know July 4th just happened. All right, no, to Florida. To Florida.
I wasn't even talking about the location. I was just talking about the verbiage.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
it was
what
crazy
a moment.
text, yeah.
Oh Oh my God, what a moment.
Shit.
Because genuinely.
I want to like interview her.
Oh,
I want
God.
to bring her back and be like, what the
Yeah, like, hey, are you real? Are you a real person?
Because you experienced those 45 seconds. See if you don't send that shit. I want to
Like, I've been close, girl. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. Ooh, golly, I've seen it. I've seen it alive and well, too. Oh.
Have we ever told that
Oh,
story?
God. I knocked on the door. I said, hey, I need some more double A's for my Game Boy. Oh, what the is that? I said, who is that? What is, hey, there's some in your pants. Get it out. You need help?
I don't know why I didn't waistband.
I don't know why you didn't waistband or like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you could have waistband. I think you were shirtless up top too. I think you just came out and just
halfway my Oh, dude, our roommate stories can go in a Smithsonian.
You want to know something even better than that? Is I will never experience that. Thinking about waistbanding and me touching my own sternum. I'll die without ever having that as a genuine thought. Like, oh, if I waistband, it's like, yeah, you can barely see it. It's more than that, but it's not. It's not.
I remember.
Whoa. Swallow whatever that was. You said.
I remember.
Oh, I mean, that was a moment.
I remember.
Oh yeah, I said. Because we shared a room, but the bathroom was in his, like, there was a dividing door, my room, his room, but the shared bathroom was inside.
To get to our shared bathroom, he had to go through my room.
He was younger. What the f? That was stupid. You beat me to move in. He picked a big room. That's dumb as anyway.
It makes it more sense because you were more social, so everybody had to go through your room to talk. Like if they wanted to hang out.
Oh yeah.
Nobody would have came in our room.
If I never like forced you to meet everybody and you had the front room, people are coming in to just hang out and stuff. You're always just like this, like a little. Get out. But I knocked to just get in my rightful space in my bathroom. And he's going to Pound Town and they're having fun. And apparently the festival, the ride just ended. Like just ended. Very much blood flow. And he opens the door and he's just like this. He's like, yeah, what's up, bro? He's like, yeah, what's up, man? And I literally was like, hey, bro, I just need, what the f-? I was like, what is that thing? Yo, what is that? What is that? Is that a thigh weight? What is that? I've seen an ankle weight. Is that a thigh weight? What is that? That can't be what I think it is. That's not fair. That can't be right. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to go piss. All right, I'm going to go.
You look here, you go.
Just get back in the bed. Are you all right, ma'am? I go, I'll call help if you need help. My God.
Go to the hospital.
What? I go, why didn't I get that? I go, my God, he can already jump higher than me. It means that he can better too. I mean, I had no there. Oh my God,
man.
dude. What about this?
You're gonna stop. You're not telling everything on this podcast.
What about that? What about? Oh my God, I hate us and I love us. I love us and I hate us.
Last part can't see it.
I can't see too well. I'm getting those little black dots. I need to ask a doctor about that, bro. That happens every episode.
CJ, you better cut that last part out.
Oh God, dude. Wow.
Oh, wow, you can keep this in though.
Oh my God.
Oh
man.
wow, let's talk about something else.
Oh my God, dude.
Let's talk about something else, man.
Let's do it.
Do you eat your applesauce hot or cold?
What the f does that mean? I'm 28. I've had applesauce in 15 years. Applesauce, bro? I'm on the verge of not being able to breathe. You're gonna ask me about applesauce.
You don't eat applesauce?
I don't even buy applesauce for my babies. They don't even need applesauce. You think I eat applesauce as a 28-year-old?
When you ate applesauce, you didn't eat it applesauce hot or cold?
I ate it room temp.
Really?
Yeah, 20 years ago? Yeah, it was room temp.
You've never had an opinion.
Hot or cold? If I had to be cold, for sure. It's either room temp or from the fridge.
Hot applesauce?
You're a killer. You are an absolute murderer.
No, you warm up your applesauce, it's the best delicacy ever. It's the best dessert.
First off, applesauce, not a dessert.
No,
Let's cut that right there.
Dude, stop. Please stop.
Applesauce is what they give out at the shelter. It's not.
You're the only one who can make applesauce a class thing.
No, applesauce is not a dessert.
Yes, it is.
They give it to children. You threw up. That was vomit. I heard the chunk. Like the little pipe got busted. It went. Ugh. I have seen applesauce handed to children at breakfast.
Yes.
I was a YMCA camp leader, counselor. I served applesauce to children at breakfast.
Sure.
We never gave out a dessert. Not once. Ergo, can't happen.
As an adult, applesauce is a dessert, warmed up.
Nope, bro.
You got to heat up your applesauce.
First off, that in itself is disgusting.
Or it's a good like sauce for pork chops. You ever put what? What? You ever put applesauce on your pork chops?
You look like a pork chop eating mother. Pork chops.
What's wrong with pork chops and applesauce? You've never done that?
Are you alive? What do you mean I've never done that? Applesauce and pork chops.
Oh my God, right now, try it.
Dude, have you ever put battery acid on your Pop-Tarts? It makes a weird little flavor. Shut up.
No, you're not going to make me look like this. You're not going to make me look like this. You're going to be so surprised.
I'm not making you do anything. I'm not making you do anything.
I haven't had a pork chop without applesauce. I've never done it. I've never had that.
Oh, dude, I almost said some. I mean, terrible, like terrible. I almost said you need to be shot, but not like fatally, but like maybe like a pellet gun, just one good shot.
I think you're going to be grossly surprised about how many people know about this and do this. It's more people eat pork chops with applesauce than not.
I'm feeling an innate need to like squeeze, like hurt you, like squeeze you.
Why?
Apples. You're saying that in your death.
First of all, eating
applesauce on pork chops.
Yeah.
Applesauce, a kid's snack on a entree that is meat.
You're grossly mistaken saying applesauce is a kid's snack. Cold applesauce is for kids. Grow up.
I don't heat any sauce. I don't heat my sauces. I don't heat ketchup.
Really?
I don't heat mustard. I don't heat anything.
You should start heating.
It's all cold. After you open it, where does it go? Fridge. Spaghetti sauce, open it, where does it go? Fridge. It gets hot when you put it in the rest of the meal, and you don't put applesauce on meat.
Well, peanut butter goes in the...
Like, are you in jail?
Well, if you put your peanut butter in the pantry like you said you do, that's a warm sauce.
That's not a... Oh, my God. Peanut butter's not a sauce.
It acts as a sauce.
No, it doesn't.
You don't dip your apple slices in peanut butter?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you do, but that's not a sauce.
It's a saucy substance.
You don't take a spoonful of peanut butter and drizzle it over something. You'd be there for a century.
Yeah, you do.
You'd be there for...
Over
What? Oh.
Over a banana. It's like the fondue. It's peanut butter fondue.
You do not drizzle, keyword, drizzle your peanut butter over a banana. I have seen you throat countless bananas in your existence.
Careful.
And you do not drizzle them. I've seen you salt and pepper the son of a... I've never seen you drizzle peanut butter on a banana.
You know it's also good? Applesauce and bananas. Applesauce is more diverse than ketchup.
You're going to hell. You are going to hell with the world's worst people ever.
Why?
First off,
because you haven't tried something. Because your palate's this big. You still eat lean cuisines with the penguin on it.
You drunk too much beer and you thought you were a sage and could speak backwards.
I obviously can't.
This is probably... Yeah, you're right. But this is probably one of those moments.
You're mad because I got a big applesauce.
I go, shut your dumb big up. Apples, no, that is another drunken thing. That is a drunken thing.
No, it's not. Right now, try applesauce and bananas. Then try applesauce and pork chops. After you eat applesauce and pork chops, your life is going to change.
Did you just hear what you told people? Like, you just told... Imagine going to the grocery list and you said applesauce, bananas, pork chops.
Name a time I've been wrong about a snack. I make the best snacks in the world.
Cucumber Gatorade. Hole.
I literally raised cucumber Gatorade sales 125%.
Yeah, you did. That's fine.
I couldn't get at that whole year. I couldn't get cucumber Gatorade in my store.
But everyone wanted to
give me my equity.
Everyone wanted to disagree with you. They're not agreeing with you.
But they tried it and they loved it. Obviously. Then salt and peanut butter banana. Then after that, salt and pepper bananas. What happened? Everybody tried it. It became a trend. It's good. Now, right now, go get a pork chop and then go put some applesauce on it. Warm. Cold could be good if you like that kind of texture.
All right, Gordon Ramsay, but no, warm. Cold could be good, texture. Shut up.
Well, I don't know how to cook, so it makes me come up with concoctions like this.
So you took a pork chop, you put it in a skillet, meat, and you went.
Sarah made the pork chop. I don't know how to make pork chops.
Energy is very important.
100%.
But there is a threshold, right? There's a ceiling.
There is a tight limit.
It's a brick ceiling. It is just...
Yes, not a lot of wiggle room for getting past way too happy.
And this man was, without any exaggeration, he took a literal jackhammer and went through the ceiling and then put a trampoline and went boing and went through the threshold of the energy you're supposed to have.
So we play my game. I wanted to play roulette. If you don't know what roulette is, essentially there's this wheel with a ball and there's different colors and numbers on it. You can pick just black or red where that ball lands.
Yeah.
I was feeling black, right?
You were feeling black.
Big black. Everybody in the back.
Big black man. Pierce goes, never in a million.
So I was feeling black. Now, when I'm gambling, I was feeling very degenerate this weekend.
Yeah, it was a good little nasty vibe we had going.
So I wanted
1:30 p.m. weekday vibe. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I wanted to spend a grotesque amount of money at the casino.
Yes.
And so when I'm gambling this much money, there needs to be a certain understanding between me and Cam, me and the dealer. We are here for the money.
Chemistry is important.
Like we are all on the side of making this bet win.
Yes.
Right? Don't distract me.
Oh.
And I don't know you, right?
Oh yeah. We're not friends. Yeah.
And so while I put a good amount of money on black, right? Now if this ball doesn't land on black, I lose everything.
Immediately gone.
Right?
Immediately gone.
And so I put it on black. He spins it.
First off, he did not even just spin it.
Oh,
he
yeah.
grabs this ball. He goes, "You want it rough or you want it nice and a little soft?"
And I said,
"Are
"What'd
we
you say to
talking
me?"
about roulette?" I said, "What do you excuse yourself?" He said, "You want me to rub it or you want me to just spin it?"
Yeah.
I said, "Sir, I want a new dealer." I said, I want a new spinner now.
Yeah.
He goes, "No, come on, talk to me. Talk to me." And he's sitting there, he has the ball, and he's rubbing it on the little roulette wheel going, "Come on, what do you want? You want it hard or soft?"
Yeah, and I said, "Don't talk. I'm a grown man."
Yeah, and I went, "You know what? Hard." He goes, "All right." He sent that to me.
Yeah.
Right when he does it, he goes, "Come on!" Starts screaming.
What? No. If anybody else, like patron in this casino, got to that octave, you're kicked out.
Oh yeah, like it's because he has that little vest and that nameplate that he can do that.
So he goes, "You want it hard or soft?"
Yeah.
He spins it.
Come on! Screaming. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, the weird innuendo, we can go without.
Yeah.
The screaming, I'm a screamer myself.
Yeah.
So now I start to develop my own joke. We had a big bet on black.
And so me and Cam have this thing. Me and Cam have this thing.
Come on!
Me and Cam have this thing whenever we're betting on roulette, if we're doing black or red,
Yeah.
we come up with little chants.
Little quick little things.
So I grab Cam's shoulder and I'm like, "Come on, big black. Come on, big black." And then Cam goes,
I added in bet. I said, "Come on, big black bet. We need a big old black man bet." And I threw the man in there. I said, "We need a big black man bet." And I you not. The dealer goes, "Come on, big black." It was like, "Come on, big bet. Come on, we need a big black, anything black." I said, "Yeah, we need a big black man bet. Big old black man bet." He goes, "Oh, big black."
I said, "What the f-?"
And I was like, oh my God. Now we're not even looking at the ball. I literally went, it said, "Big black." And he's like this. He's like,
And then he's starting to grab chips and do tricks with them.
yeah.
He's like, it's making him spin.
he
on
took
the
a
thing.
chip.
I said, "What the f-?"
No, he took your, okay, so it landed in red.
Yeah.
He didn't hit. So we lose the bet.
So I lose like $500
So
like that.
we go, he grabs the chip and he goes, "It's all right, we'll get him next time." Does a little trick with the chip, throws it like 6 feet out, and then that rolls back to me. He goes, "We'll get him next time." He grabbed it, he goes, "Appreciate it." He goes, "What that? You feeling red again? You feeling black?" He goes, "Come on, it's just us, just make something happen."
He's like, "Come on, big black, big black." I was like, "What the f-?"
Then he out of nowhere he got on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
You remember, he got significantly taller.
said,
and
"Get
he
down."
held it. He literally goes, "Yeah, man." And then he gets up and he goes, "Yeah, y'all are pretty big, you know. I like to think I'm 6'1" myself, but y'all are big." And I was like, "Yeah, it's, all right." He goes, "What are we doing? We betting money, or you just want to leave this thing? We can go have fun together."
I said, "Did heroin just hit Oklahoma?"
Yeah, I said, you said, "Oh, they definitely got a new pack." He said, "A new pack touchdown in OKC, 100%."
Yeah.
Bro, he was just, it was chaotic.
Yeah.
And then so this whole time, Remember how we said Robbie's with us? This whole time, Robbie had not eaten, and we left pretty early, he didn't eat food. So he was like, the second I get there, I got to eat. So we're playing. He finishes eating. We link back up, and we start to tell him about this man, but he didn't get to experience it for himself. Fast forward 2 hours, we lose, and I mean everything. We lost everything.
When I say that this is the worst casino trip I've ever been on, I think I won out of every game I played, blackjack, roulette. I think I won 3 hands in 3 hours.
Oh, y'all watched me at the one table where we all three played together.
You were 1 in 21.
I won once, pushed 3 times, and then I lost 16.
It was bad.
And I went, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, today's not my day. Anyway, it's to the point of leaving. We're walking past these tables again. Bro is still there, still just, I'm talking cracked energy, just going crazy.
We were telling Robbie, you have to go.
I'm like, Robbie, bro, you got, you can yap. Come on, you got to do it for yourself. You have to experience it. He goes, no. Look at him. He's working, man. I said, Robbie, he's seeing behind him right now. This man, he's not normal. I said, he is everywhere, anywhere, all at once. I said, you need to experience it, seriously. Yeah. He goes, all right. And Robbie walks up to the table. There's 4 grown adults that don't know us, that we have no business interrupting their game. They're sitting there playing. Robbie walks up and goes, well, how's it going over here? The guy in the middle of a shoe of blackjack. I want you to pretend the table's right here. He literally goes, dead. Then he pops back up and goes, oh, nothing's down here. He literally goes, oh, nothing's down here. and me and P are 15 feet back, and we're just like, oh my God.
Gino was like, I hate him.
P was like, I want to walk by and go, hey, bro, just for you real quick. And then walk off. Oh my God. Energy was hilarious.
No, it was so fun.
God, then we had the other guy. No, they had no. A new pack hit the streets.
No. They
have a little weird little brothel right before they go deal.
Oh no, it was weird.
They sit there, they spank, sniff, do whatever they do whatever.
Yeah.
And then they walk in to deal cards for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This other guy was getting. He was like, it's 14. What do you want to do? Hit or stay?
Yeah.
He said nothing. He goes, I bet that's a 7. He flips a 10. He goes, sorry.
At some point, he was trying to confide in us about kissing sisters. He was like, you kiss your sister too, right? And I said, brother.
Yeah.
I said, we're not having this conversation.
Yeah. He literally said, he said something about whatever the context was, like, oh, it's only close enough when it's like kissing your sister. We've all done that, right, boys? And we went, no.
And it's like, no, I don't even have a sister.
No, sir. And then he went, oh, okay. 2 more hands. He was like, oh, what do you know? It's like kissing your sisters, right? And we're like, deal the cards, deal them.
Yeah. And then the last table, we were like, this is like a last ditch effort. We're like, we have a couple $100 left. Let's play blackjack. We get to this table, and this dealer, when I say he had the biggest beats of sweat, we at some point we almost called 911 for him. He wiped his forehead 16 times in a minute.
Oh,
he's like, I'm dying under this heat.
100%.
I was like, brother, are you okay?
I was like, and when he said, I said, I mean, a bit stuffy, but I was like, I mean, for God's sakes, I don't have a singular sweat drop.
Yeah.
You look like you just ran a half marathon.
We were like, I thought he'd had a long day. I said, how long you been here? He goes, just started. He's like, just got here. I was like, this is not a good start to your day, man.
Are you? Is your left arm okay?
Yeah.
You feeling something, bub?
That's why I threw that out there. I was like, anyone else smell toast?
Oh, yeah.
If you'd have been like, yeah, dude, I'd be like, get him.
Like, hey, pit boss, get him out of here. And K-Rob's throwing jokes, fake name. He goes, oh, Johnny, how's it going, buddy? How's your day? He goes, oh, just started, pretty hot.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay. Yeah. And he goes, oh, hell, well, we've been doing pretty bad, John. What do you say we switch it around? I'd love to tip you. I got to make my money back first. And he goes, I can't promise anything. I don't control the cards. And I was like, you're real fun. I was like, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Like, why was it no energy, he's about to die of a panic attack or whatever, or literal crack?
Yeah.
There was no, we did have that one girl. She was
cool. She us on those cards.
Oh my God. I mean, she took everything.
Yeah,
all
of our money.
All of the paper from my wallet.
But that was our weekend recap. On the Patreon exclusive, we're going to talk more about my birthday surprise and everything because it was the most wicked day.
It was sick.
It was a great time. So thank you guys for that. It was fantastic.
Not sure if that was an appropriate applause.
No.
I said, of course.
Oh, but I want to say, dude, you are one of a kind.
In many ways, and in more ways than I'd like to admit.
No, I tasked you with something this weekend before we went to the casino, and by God, you're the only person that would do it this way.
Oh.
You're such a good person that it's hard to be around you.
No, that should never, and that's the world we live in. I'm such a good person that it's hard to experience.
Robbie knows what I'm talking about too. So, and I don't know if I can admit this. For legal, it was an accident.
Yeah, it's an accident. So, and you literally did the right thing to do.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it. You did it.
I did it. Yeah. So if anything, I'll go to jail.
So for context, we have a mailbox at our house, right? But you have to go kind of across the neighborhood to go get it.
It's like the communal one.
Yeah.
Like all 60 are together.
And I'm lazy, so I never go check the mail.
Oh yeah, you go once a quarter.
Yeah, we're probably like once every 2 months. Me and CJ will go to the mailbox and check the mail.
That is insane.
Right? So.
That is actually wild. So you could have so many like bills, letters, anything, and they're just sitting there.
So we went to the mailbox, and I'm not an adult yet. Even though I'm not an adult. Like I don't really check who the mail's for. It came to my house, so I'm opening it. Yeah. So I'm just tearing out 150 pieces of mail that have been sitting there since January 2023. I'm just opening up mail, and it comes to this one envelope, and I open it up, and a bunch of Pokemon cards come out of it, like really packaged up nice. And I said, "Now I'm not into Pokemon cards. Like I'm not into the collecting. It's really cool." But I was like, "Is this a gift from somebody?" So I'm looking at it. We grade them. We check on an app to see what they're worth.
That's crazy.
Weren't worth anything. So I was like, "Oh, this can't be for me."
You go. Oh my God! PSA 10 original Charizard. Yeah, I'm keeping this.
And so I look at the envelope. And the envelope is for my neighbor, right? They just brought it to the wrong house. And I said, because opening up somebody else's mail is a federal crime.
Yes, sir.
You could go to jail for that.
Yes, sir.
So automatically.
Really glad you said that you opened it, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
As a black man in America, I was terrified. I was like, I cannot go down for this.
Can't do it.
So there was a conundrum in my brain. One, I either keep this card until I die. And they never know that these Pokemon cards made it.
And they think they got scammed. They lose a relationship with the buyer or with the seller.
Yeah. Or I get the nicest guy I know to go knock on their door and hand them this mail. So I tell Cam, I was like, "Hey, brother, before we go to the casino, I'll drive right past their house. Can you drop off these Pokemon cards?" Cam goes, "Yeah, I guess I'll do it." Right? All I wanted Cam to do was go. They have a Ring doorbell. I wanted him to go to the Ring doorbell, be like, "Hey, accidentally came to my house. We opened it up. We thought it was for us. Just going to leave this here." Right? That's all. How long did that take? 6 seconds?
6 seconds, yeah.
Me and K-Rob pull up to the house, let Cam out. I swear to God, Cam was talking to this Ring doorbell camera for 2.5 minutes. He had a full, not pod exaggeration. Cam had a whole talk, a filibuster. He was in front of Congress on this Ring doorbell camera. And when I say he was explaining every detail of our day, and then what did you say? Like, give the breakdown.
So I said, first I knocked. I waited a polite minute. Minute passed. I knocked again pretty aggressively. And then another minute passed. And I said, all right, got to go ring doorbell. Rang the doorbell. No one's home at this point. I go, okay, here we go. So I hit the button again. And I go, "Hey there, neighbor." So I said, "Hey," and mind you, I'm literally like this. I'm like, "Hey," because that doorbell's low as shit. Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, neighbor." I was like, "Hey, we're across the street." Rip the whole address.
He said my whole address to them. Like, first of all, you're not supposed to tell them where, because that's why I didn't want to go, so they didn't know it was my house that it came to. But you're like, "Hey, by the way, it's 705 Pecan. We're right here. By the way, we opened your mail. Federal crime, by the way. It was us. If you want to call the cops."
I said, "We're 705 Pecan, right behind you, neighbor." I guess the mail guy had a bit of a problem this day. He accidentally put yours and mine, right? We have a terrible, terrible habit rather of just waiting about 2 months to open mail. So we're just ripping through quick, And I'm literally
saying this to a doorbell.
No one else is there. I go, "So man, we're just."
Yes.
I go, "Yeah." I'm like,
fully like this, 6'7", like this.
I was like, "So we're just ripping through, expediting." And I see some cards. I said, "Hell, I like cards. Charizard's my favorite, but I didn't order these. They're not mine." I'm
not joking. He's doing this. I can hear it because we were rolling down the window, and me and Kara were like, "What the is taking Cam so long?" And we see all this.
Like, you would definitely think I'm getting responsive.
Yeah.
I'm talking to a wall, to a camera. So then it ends, and I go, "Hey, but anyway, just wanted to apologize for that. I'm going to go ahead and tuck this away so no one sees it from street view." I said, and I literally go, "You don't got much to work with here." And I said, "I'm going to go, I'm gonna go right here. You see this? I'm going right here. That's where your cards are, man. Hey, honestly, God bless. Have a great day.
on everything.
I literally said, God bless. Have a good one.
God bless. I said, no, hit him with the God bless. No, it's over. It's over.
I don't know. I guess I was just raised right, and I got.
There's a difference between raised right and it's just too much.
Yeah, I mean that's Lisa just seeping through my veins.
Because if I were to do it, I'd be like, hey, bro, accidentally open the mail, cards right here. Thank you, bro. That's it.
See, but that's fair. But I think I would want a more personalized, touch the heart message.
Yeah, it's weird.
I like putting myself in the shoes of the victim.
Victim? I didn't do anything to him.
That is federal crime. I go, they could sue.
You're the type of guy that gets like a birthday card and you're mad that they didn't write in the card.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Bro, you know, this one, happy birthday.
No, but they
Put
could
some
have
elbow grease in it.
The elbow grease is going through finding something that's funny. Like, yeah, like that's.
But then right on top of it.
Really?
No, I'm not gonna lie. You just might have said that. If you buy cards and don't write in them, that is a pointless purchase.
No, it's not, Cam. The whole point
There's no difference than a text message at that point.
No, yes, it is.
Actually, the text message is better.
No.
None of those words are from you. Nothing is from your creative mind.
I bought those words for you. The whole point of a card in general, look, the whole point of a card, getting somebody a card for a gift is just the thought of like, hey, I went to the card aisle, I found something that was funny or sentimental, and this is for you. If you don't want to get them a card, like if you want somebody to write in a card, don't even ask for a card. Ask for like a loose leaf paper with a note on it.
I'd rather have that. I'd much rather have that. Because
really,
everything you're saying about the card, you took the time, I thought of some funny words. How about you really take your time? How about you grab a spiral notebook and rip a piece of paper out? Go get a ballpoint pen. Dust that. Put it in the ink.
Okay, what if there's no writing in the card, but there's money?
I'll take the card. No, I mean that's just because that's a placeholder for the gift. They don't want to give me a gift. But no, if you buy cards, genuinely, I'm not even trying to exaggerate.
Yeah.
If you purchase a card and you don't write anything in it, I'm not even talking. I write a whole soliloquy. You know me.
Yeah.
If you don't even sign if you don't even say XOXO.
Why do I have to sign it when I handed it to you? No, this is for me.
Then why are you buying the card? What you're spending $6 on cardboard for them to read something that is not your original thought.
Because it's an old man in a Speedo on a beach. Like that's funny.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No sir. No sir. No sir. That is pointless. No. That is pointless.
No, it's the thought. So I think
if you bought Sarah,
yeah.
Matter of fact, did you buy Sarah a card for Valentine's Day? I know you got her great gifts, or no, probably not, right? Because you spent all day with her.
No, I got her a card.
And you wrote nothing in it.
Well, it was a Valentine's card that had a slot that said to and from. If it didn't have,
hey Pierce.
It was a Valentine's Day card, and on the back of it, it said to and from. If it was a regular birthday card that didn't have a prompt, no, I'm not writing in it.
That's almost psychotic.
I understand where you're coming from, but the fact that
you want to sound like Bruce Wayne or something. Oh, it's such a sentimental thing. Like, it's the thought. I physically had to drag my own body to the store and sift through lines, and these spoke to me.
Yes.
Happy birthday, babe. I love you. You're honestly, you're an amazing person. You make me better every single day. What do you want to do? Today is yours.
But that's a lie.
There's your card, and you know how much that costs? 0.
See, you lie. I don't lie. You didn't make me better.
Liv has definitely made me better.
You think so?
100%.
Do you believe when people say their significant others made them better?
I would argue that is that should be one of the non-negotiables for a partner.
Sarah's 100% made me better.
Exactly.
But I've made you better too.
No, that's fine. It's not a tit for tat. It's not a tit. You go, my made you better is bigger. You go, I've made you awesome.
Do you agree with that?
You go, you've helped with like one issue, but I have made you incredible. You go, I built this. No, you can't.
No, that's toxic.
You can't.
I've built this.
You can't tit for tat. I go, okay, tit for tat.
How about in friendships? Do you think in friendships?
No, you shouldn't tit for tat either.
No, not tit for tat. I'm saying in friendships, should you make your friends better as well?
You should strive to.
Really?
Strive to make your friends better, but above all, you got to be accountability for them.
You think you've held me accountable?
Yeah, 100%.
In what?
Oh, I can't say it on the air.
Can I be honest about our friendship though?
Talk to me.
I think our friendship is waning.
You've been saying that for years.
And you have done nothing about it.
I have. What are you talking about?
Okay, genuine question, right?
Yes. Let's open the worms.
You know, I've had a bunch of eye problems, right?
Yeah.
So I've been to the doctor a lot.
I'll let you finish.
Shut
I'll let you
up.
finish. Oh my God.
Shut up. You
I'll let
made me
finish.
drive in the snow
I'll let you
in
finish.
Seminole State College.
In 2018, you prick! Let it go! That's almost a decade
I
in
was
the past.
sick as hell, and you made me go to the doctor by myself.
I go, I really wanted to play COD that night.
I'm gonna say, okay, look. So I've been going to the doctor recently, right? And I'm an adult, and I don't know what to do at the doctor as an adult. So you know they make you fill out the paperwork at the beginning? It said emergency contact on there.
Who'd you put?
You.
And why? Why did your gnarled little left hand know to go, C-A-M?
That's not the thing. I know you can, because that's how it's supposed to be. You're my friend.
Yeah.
Right? My best friend.
Yes.
You're my emergency contact.
Yeah.
Now, when you fill it out,
Olivia Kennedy. Every day of the week, Olivia Kennedy.
you would rather have your wife as your emergency contact than your best friend?
Peyton, it's my wife. It's
I
like,
know her.
it's-
Sometimes she gets lost in her own house. She's like,
not the best at navigational skills, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But she's my wife.
So?
What's my blood type? You got no clue.
Liv does?
Yes.
Does she?
No.
She doesn't know.
No,
She doesn't know.
But
She doesn't even know your good spots. Good Valentine.
Oh God. But if as soon as you're married,
Yeah.
I am going to tell you to stop writing me.
I will never put my wife as my emergency contact.
Why?
Over you?
Yes.
Because I trust you with survival.
The doctor's not some guy at a bar. It's not, what's his favorite shot? It's a medical emergency.
Yes, and I would rather
I
have.
want my wife. She has our insurance. What if I got, God forbid, some accident happens and I'm just like, I can't talk, right? I'm just like,
No, you can't do that.
Are you going to have my insurance policy? You're going to have my policy number?
I can find it though. But emergency
And, oh my God, how can you find it? Who would you have to call? Liv.
Okay, in an emergency situation, for somebody to help you in an emergency, you would rather have your wife than me.
Okay,
That's what I'm asking you.
that's different.
No, it's an emergency contact. Contact
Emergen-
for the emergency.
Contact for the emergency, meaning I'm already in hands of someone that is that's taking care of me. Like, this is my emergency contact.
When does the emergency contact get called?
Exactly.
Who
When you're
calls
already-
the emergency contact if you're already at the doctor?
If you're asking me, would I rather be in like a car wreck that's like hanging off the side of a bridge with
Yeah.
you or Liv? You all day.
Say it louder.
All day, you. All day. No, not Liv, you. But emergency contact being dialed means we're probably already in an ER or something.
Okay.
I need my wife there, who has my kid, who has our account information, all of our everything.
That's so.
She's like my left rib. It's like we're one.
Oh, don't do that internet. You're gonna get. Oh, I love the way that he talks about his wife. Be real.
I go, she's all right. I'm just kidding. I go, she's a good girl.
Like, I love my. You know. What? What?
Are you professing that you love Sarah? I think you just did that. I don't think you.
I think I've
No, I
already.
don't think you said it on air. That he
there
loves her. The big L word. That's incredible. I'm here for it.
I really like Sarah.
No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I didn't mean to sting the moment. Go for it. Rip it.
No, I love Sarah, and hopefully one day that might be my future wife, right?
Yes, sir.
She's never gonna go on that piece of paper as emergency contact because I know what she's good at. I know it.
So then,
in an emergency,
that's more of a red flag on you.
In an this is how because look, I know her. She's bad in pressure situations. We were on our balcony, right, and she's deathly allergic to wasps. Wasps. She's deathly allergic to wasps.
I don't like how that's coming out. Wasps.
She's. Oh wow.
Oh, we're having. You're
bright.
seeing stars.
She's deathly allergic to wasps.
Oh no. Oh, I think it's WASPS. Wasps.
Here we go.
Oh, this is.
She's deathly allergic to.
Oh, come on. He said, "Here we go." She's deathly. Oh, it's getting hot. He's sweating. Oh no. Oh, we're not leaving till you get it. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's dead. She's what? You're not getting no help. She's what? She's what? What is she? What's her problem? What's her allergen? Talk to me.
She's definitely allergic to wasps. 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 No, dude, that tongue gets out there, don't it? Y'all say it.
Wasps. You go, wasp in China. Wasps. Wasp.
She's definitely allergic to, dude, that tongue is going.
Get off the sentence, dog.
He's struggling with the deathly.
Yeah, I think it's everything at this point.
She's definitely allergic.
Can't even say it.
Oh my God, dude. That's like a Viking war face.
She's definitely allergic to wasps.
There you go. That was your best one. Best one. A lot of mandible movement, though. You said, he's definitely allergic to wasps. Like a Hannibal, he's definitely allergic to wasps. Fire Marshal Bill, why are you rubbing your nipple? What was that? What was that maneuver? You said, You were laughing. You said,
What's it called when you get puffy nip? Gyno?
Gyno,
I think I
yeah.
got a heavy case of gyno.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting gyno. Do I need testosterone? Oh, here we go. She has a deathly allergic. She's definitely allergic to wasps, right?
Okay, yes.
And so we were on the balcony, and I was smoking a cigar, reading a finance book, and she was. What? What's so funny? I was smoking a cigar, reading a finance book.
Name of the book.
Finances for Dummies, or Investing for Dummies.
Oh God, I don't know how long he's wanted to say that. So, dude, I was sitting on my balcony smoking a honey lavender stogue on chapter 4 of investments.
Well, my wife is standing there.
He's like, well, my butt naked wife's sitting there making me a ribeye. How are you peasants living? He goes, then I looked down at my Lamborghini Huracan and I said, not today. Then I called out for my assistant Rena to come in and bet a $10,000 parlay slip on the Knicks. He goes, it was an average Tuesday. How was your week, Camp? You prick. I realized I had to run to Whole Foods, so I bathed in Baccarat Rogue. Went down. I said no to the Huracan, not to Huracan Day. So I'm taking the G-Wagon. It's G like me. Let's go. Yeah. He said, I go to the Whole Foods, realize it's not good enough. Irwan, here we come. Can't put too many miles on the G-Wagon. Uber black me. Oh, Rena, how's the parlay?
Throw up.
He goes, then I get back home, made disgusting, beastly to my wife. He goes, then I went to sleep in my California King Egyptian cotton bed.
Oh, okay. So I was reading my book.
Yeah,
and
how was your day, Elon? What was
so she's definitely allergic to wasps.
Oh, my God.
And so we were out there. I was smoking my cigar, reading my finance book on my balcony on the 3rd floor. So stupid.
He goes, dude, it was so bright. I had to put on my Louis Vuitton sunglasses.
This is so stupid. And so she was there, and I saw a wasp land on her shoulder. And this is why I won't have her as an emergency contact. I said, Sarah, there's a wasp. Get inside. Get inside. She literally did 3 circles, and she was like she couldn't figure out what to do, and she like slowly backed into the house. When if she gets bit by a wasp, she's dead, and she has EpiPens, but they're expired.
She did.
What
I mean,
happens?
that is equivalent, right?
Yeah.
That's equivalent to having asthma and walking around with an inhaler that's empty.
Yeah. Adults with asthma, really big pet peeve of mine.
Oh, yeah. It's like it's air. Defeat it. What do you mean it gives you problems? I mean, I'm like, we're quite literally required to take it in.
That's the basic necessity of
Why are
life,
you having
right?
such a problem with it?
It's like a fish that doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah, it's like, why
Put
are
it
you here?
down.
Yeah, get rid of him, huh? Put him and make him a fillet. Serve him with some jasmine rice. Put a little lemon on him. Hit his to that Old Bay and serve it up to John at booth 8. Get him out of here.
I love those kind of those jokes we make because we have like this small community of people that don't like our like edgy jokes, and I love seeing their comments. Not a big fan of 3412. Really rough on the ears.
Rough around the edges over there.
Yeah, it seemed a little dense.
Bro, oh my God. So you were talking about Sarah and y'all's story.
Yeah.
Bro, the funniest happened to me at my house the day after your party.
Okay, what happened?
So remember how Liv was leaving? Like to out of town?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm saying, you remember
Did his octave not get like scared like low just now?
Is this on the pod?
Yeah, no, it seems like you were just trying to tell me a secret.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Sorry. You remember when Liv was leaving, getting ready to leave? Like, I didn't even realize
I thought you were like something happened. Like you got down real quick.
All right, so the day after your party, you know how Liv and the fam, they were all leaving?
Okay.
So for whatever reason, I woke up early as shit. We were out late. Woke up early. I'm already tired, and I was still, a little under the influence from the night before.
Okay.
So it hasn't fully left my system.
Little hangover.
Yeah, a little wasn't little.
Oh, you're hungover.
I was hung turkey. Hung turkey until the shower, and then I was cleared.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been watching a lot of the show Homeland on Netflix. It's like a CIA show.
You won't stop talking about it.
I love it. And I've been seeing a lot of the John Kiriakou clips on TikTok, which is the ex-CIA agent.
Gesundheit.
He's telling it's like, good morning. He's telling all his stories and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the guy in the
hilarious.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just, it's like, I've been receiving a lot of CIA shit.
Mm-hmm.
So for whatever reason, I'm in a hoodie, and I literally tell myself, I go, I'm going to practice right here. I'm going to act like I'm a PI. Because it went off our thought. Because I had the thought at the casino. Remember I said, dude, I feel like I could be a good private investigator if I wasn't 6'7".
You did say that at the casino.
So then
and your head's massive. It's
I have
not
a
just
big
the height.
Big cranium.
Yeah.
So I tell myself, I'm like, I'm going to spy on my wife in this house right now. She's in there making eggs, right? This is unbelievable. Y'all know my house. I'm peeking around the corner. My ears are still ringing from the night before. Head hurts. Tummy's up. Got a hoodie on, right? I think I'm sitting here watching my wife make eggs. And I'm like, literally, I'm a grown man.
Sneaking around your own house.
Sneaking around my own house.
Yeah.
No one is involved in this game that I'm playing with myself.
It's all in your head.
And the best part, there's not a winner or a loser to the game. There's no scoring structure.
There's nothing that comes out of this.
There's nothing I gain from this
Except
besides
for
being a creep.
in a grippy sock, maybe.
In a grippy sock.
Yeah.
Or maybe a straight jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there on this corner. I'm peeking hedges, right? And I swear to God, all of a sudden, Liv's right behind me. She goes, and she slapped my head. She goes, what are you doing? And I went, what the f? I said, who's cooking eggs? It was my mom. I was so bad in my own house. And be like, no one knows this house better than me. And I'm thinking I'm watching my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
she literally goes, what are you doing? She was like, you're being creepy.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, what the f? And I was like, oh yeah, not for me. For me.
How do you sit with yourself after that? What is the immediate thought
I
afterwards?
immediately got in the shower. I said, yeah, pretty hungover. I'm getting in the shower. And I was just like this. I was like, man.
I love that.
Oh, what? Oh.
Huh.
What is your dream? I would argue, I'd venture to say, take this out. Definitely be hard with the family, but that would be one of my dream jobs. Like, obviously, I couldn't start now. You're kind of...
What? Being a CIA agent?
Like, in the CIA, like a field officer, something like that. For real,
That's
for real.
your dream job?
That would be one of them. Like, it's
it's not like the movies, right?
have you watched that guy's clips? John Kiriakou's clips?
Yeah, but
no, there's definitely different roles.
He's like that guy that says that he killed Osama. He's up there with me.
Oh no!
Like I don't know
believe
how
this guy.
fabricated your stories
I
are.
absolutely
You know
believe
what I
this
mean?
guy. But there's definitely different. I'm saying being one actually in the field.
Yeah.
Like a deployable agent.
Yeah.
I think that would be sick.
You don't have the body type for that.
Not at all.
I mean, your
No, sir.
hips are bad, toes infected. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I bought fungal patches for my toes, by the way, off TikTok shop. Swear to God, I did. I got a 22 pack coming in Thursday.
buying fungal patches for your infected toe off of TikTok shop might be a misdemeanor.
It's $11.99.
You trust that?
Yeah,
You gotta stop. You're like the clavicular with that toe. You'll just put anything on your body.
Yeah, right now all I use is a pocket knife. So I said it's got to be better than that.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting at the computer and go, wow, she's real gunky today. Whip that old blade out, go,
Yeah.
put it right here, and I go like this. I literally hold it upside down, and I'm going. You'd think I'm carving my initial in a red oak. I'm going. I've lost all feeling. I've lost all feeling in that toenail.
Okay, what were we talking about the dream job?
I'll show you Thursday when they come in.
I'm
the
good.
fungal patches.
I'm all right.
It's 22 of them. I only need it for one toe.
Yeah. Oh, dude, can.
That's 22 consecutive wears. You can use one.
I don't have my toes are clean. You want to see my toes?
But I'm saying just to experience it.
Grate my toes.
It's like a try.
There's something that came out of that sock.
That foot.
Yeah.
First off, the fact that your third toe is your longest one is crazy. Your third toe is outsticking your big toe and your second toe. That's disgusting. Those toes.
We'll get demonetized.
We will get demonetized if Robbie's foot comes out of a sock.
Yeah.
That's the cleanest,
Yeah, it's a good foot.
shiniest,
Yeah.
whitest
Yeah.
little paw I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
And you have the same small little black prickly hairs that my wife does on their big toe. I mean, that literally, if you just hid the pure size, the sheer magnitude of that paw, I'd be like, that could be Liv's foot. That could be. You get clear coat. You get clear coat on your feet.
Yeah, I get clear coat feet.
No, okay.
'Cause it's always
I'm not
such a-
going to
it's a
forget
good-
my question, but you need to explain why. Because I honestly, right?
Yeah.
Clear coat on your hands. You're the one that put me on that. That's nice. It makes you look really well groomed.
Yeah.
You're a very clean man.
Yeah.
Who the is seeing your talents to where you need clear coat.
What I do in the bedroom's none of your concern. 1, 2. No, you want me to be honest? You want the real reason why I get clear coat on my toes?
Yeah, you don't even own a pair of flip-flops.
It makes me feel good. It's the same reason why you get designer underwear. You know what I mean? Like the same reason you get like Calvin Klein underwear.
That's also not true because
Or Skims underwear.
You bought Calvin Klein, you bought Skims, and then you bought crop tops to show them off. So if you got clear coat and then you went and bought some little sandals, it'd make more sense, right?
I think it's just like under there is a present. You know what I mean? And so you just feel the same reason why you keep your downstairs groomed.
Oh yeah. Well, sometimes
Because you want your muffin to be pretty, regardless if your muffin's getting 8.
You need that muffin to be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. The muffin will be gone. Plate will be clear.
Yeah.
But you want a good muffin with nice crystallized sugar up top? You want a little from the lunch line?
Yeah.
No, you want a good muffin.
You want a good muffin? I got a good muffin on my foot.
Oh my god.
Hey, this we were talking about emergency contacts, and I want to talk about emergency vehicles.
Oh god.
So I saw something driving back to my house the other day. Really threw me off. I saw an ambulance at a gas station pumping gas. And I want everybody to think about this. Why the is an emergency vehicle at a 7-Eleven getting gas?
Hey man, their cars run just like ours.
Don't
They got to wake up and put boxers on just like we do.
Don't ambulances and fire trucks have to have gas stations in their home base?
I would assume they got maybe like a refuel policy, like they can top your glass off,
Yeah.
but I don't think they have enough for like just full blown. I could be wrong though. Brilliant question, but at the same time, because
I was driving past 7-Eleven. I saw an ambulance. It literally had a nozzle in their thing.
I've never seen that.
And I was like, I've never seen this. That is a hazard on so many levels.
That has to be. What if they get a call in the middle of pumping gas?
Yeah. Or what if like they had somebody in their car, like they're in an emergency vehicle.
Just like, oh. Trevor's like, I'll take wintergreen 6 milligrams. Let me get the Snickers and 40 on pump 8.
Yeah, he has to go back and say, what pump are we on?
Yeah.
What is that? What's that say?
The guy's
7?
sitting back there, his legs cauterized. He's like, ah!
He goes, you want peanuts, Diet Coke? What do you need from inside, huh?
Like asking somebody strapped on a gurney that's got an IV in, hey bro, you need a snack, is crazy.
And it's an emergency vehicle. You don't have shifts of when you know action's about to happen.
You're on call.
Exactly. So what if you're getting a call but you don't have any gas? You should I feel like
That's
ambulance
irresponsible.
Yeah, an ambulance should never leave its home base without a full tank.
So what if they don't have gas? Like they don't have that at the base?
I don't think that's a sufficient government sanctioned base.
I don't either. But they might not. It might. Was it?
No, it was a full ambulance.
No, I wasn't asking that. Was it an underfunded community? That's
where I live.
No, they're well off. They're well off.
But isn't that crazy to me? But I've also never seen like a 7-Eleven Chevron pump outside of a fire station.
Here you go. I don't know what you do. You opened up a new mythical mystery wormhole. I think mine, without any previous talks about it or knowledge, I think mine's probably most spot on. They probably have a little thing that can like top them off at the top them off at the station, but they have to stop and get gas. I don't think there's anything. I think it's more of
no, they can't. They can't stop and get gas. You know why? Because ambulances have hard narcotics in the back.
That's fine.
That's a hazard. That's like a Brinks truck.
Brinks trucks get gas.
Yes, but Brinks trucks are also armed and armored, and they have somebody in the back.
I'm sure there's a police officer or at least one guy.
No, they're not. In ambulances, there's not police officers in ambulances.
There's not one guy with a Glock. There's not one guy with a Ruger.
Those are doctors and nurses. Those are not cops.
Just because I got a lab coat and a stethoscope don't mean I can switch some up. I'd let me sit in the back. They try to bust in and try to steal all the Narcan or whatever.
Yeah, but you can't have that. That's what I'm saying. It's just irresponsible to leave an ambulance running because you can't turn off an ambulance in public. You can't turn off the engine of an ambulance.
I don't think that's a thing.
Ambulances' engines never turn off.
That's not real. That can't be real. Ambulance's engine never turns off. You stand by that statement.
In public, no, they can't.
That is moronic.
They can, not in public.
So they don't even cut. They don't turn the car off when you saw them pumping gas.
No. Name one time. Look at me in my eyes. Think of one time you've been in public since you're an adolescent where you've seen an ambulance not turned on.
I can't even tell you 4 times I've seen an ambulance up the top right there. That's a very specific, but I'm saying there's no, what's the benefit?
You can go. You're
Okay.
an ambulance. You have to be the second on the scene.
So answer me this. So an ambulance is delivering a patient that they just picked up.
Yes.
Everyone out of the car leaves. One guy stays in there, knowing he can't leave without his crew. You think the engine's on?
They don't take everybody out. There's always one in there.
Dude, were you a doctor? What are we doing? How do you know? Were you in the field?
No, I've been
You
around
did the shit?
ambulances a lot.
You did a ride along with a guy? What are you talking about? You've been in ambulances a lot. I would love for you to. I would love for
That's not
you.
what I said. I said I've been around ambulances a lot.
Where?
I've always lived by a hospital.
Ambulances are at the firehouse.
Are you nuts? So, are cops there too?
Could be, but they have their own station.
So do ambulances. Ambulances have their ambulance station.
Where's it at?
Hospital.
That's the hospital.
And that's where ambulances go to sleep. That's where they stay.
So what's the purpose of the ambulance?
To ambulate.
So the purpose is to bring people to the hospital.
Bring and take, receive, drop off and pick off. They're the UPS of bodies. They're
So
FedExes.
They're
body
they're
FedExes.
body FedEx. They ambulate.
Yeah, they ambulate.
Fire trucks put out fires. They go to put out the fire, then come back to home base.
Fire trucks aren't just for fires. They're the first on every scene.
Actually, it might not be a firehouse, but they're not. What is there? Bat cave under the hospital?
No. So fire trucks.
Things going on.
Fire trucks stay at the firehouse. It's named after it.
Yeah, police stay at the police station.
Ambulance
And
are hospitals.
No, that's a hospital. That's for the nurses and the doctors.
And who drives the ambulances? Nurses and doctors.
Wrong again.
Who? Cops?
Firefighters and paramedics.
Firefighters don't drive ambulances. That's why they have fire trucks. That's cross-contamination.
P, you think about this. You think the doctor, oh, 75's gonna be a boys. He's driving to the incident. He's gonna assess the guy.
Yeah.
Have other people throw him back. Drive back to the hospital, and they go, "Give me 5. I gotta scrub in."
Those are emergent. There's hospital nurses and there's emergency nurses. Those are nurses.
Where do the nurses work? Where do the nurses work, Peyton?
If they're
Where do the nurses work? In the hospital.
That's why they park at the hospital. I'm telling you.
So. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But I got into a heated argument with CJ the other day.
Doesn't surprise me.
It was, moving with people that you care about or love or you deal with.
He walked inside. I took his collar off of him, put it on the thing. He's like, CJ's going up the stairs all four.
I go, outside. He goes,
it is about right. CJ's like the best dog you could ever have.
no, he's a cat. I mean, he's just weird and looks at you in the corner.
No, if we're being honest, CJ's he's like that bald nutsack cat.
Yeah.
That's what CJ is.
And he's like,
God.
cats don't know you can put him down.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know I can put him down.
Yeah.
At any time, I just take him to euthanization.
Just
slip
there.
a little some in his syringes.
hell, you sleep 11 hours a night. Wouldn't be that hard.
Anyway, so we were packing or unpacking.
No. Hey, just talk to him real quick. Say, hey, how's it going? Ooh.
I was unpacking, right, in my new house. And, my house is vastly bigger than my last one.
Yeah, it is.
Thousands of square feet bigger.
Say it, yes it is. You deserve it, say it. It's such a big house. It's such a big house for 2 dudes.
It makes no sense. I mean, there's literally, there's like 6 bedrooms.
That's not true.
There's 5 in an office with a closet.
That's not true.
And then there's another room. And then there's another.
That's not true.
Oh, it's true. I go, no, his house is awesome. His house is awesome.
Oh,
But you deserve it.
thanks,
You
man.
deserve it.
CJ does.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. But CJ deserves his room. CJ deserves his room that he has. He does.
He got a bigger bathroom now.
His own bathroom connected to the room. Low key, the room's a little bit bigger too. No,
Yeah.
a little bigger room.
Anyway,
Got that cool little porch thing. Yeah.
Anyway,
what
we
were you
were-
arguing with him about?
I had to buy more furniture. And so this is my first time buying a dining room table. Right? When you're building furniture like a dining room table,
Okay.
what do you build first? The chairs or the actual table?
Table.
And that's what he said. And that's so wrong. That's so
so
wrong.
right.
That's incorrect.
What you literally just said? when you're building your dining room table, what do you build first? The table or something else? You build the table. That's what you're building the table.
No.
So you build it.
No, it's
you strap up, you put your hard hat on, and you build the table.
You're not good at foreplay, are you?
No, I'm a foreplay king. Sometimes, I mean, my wife said, you have 14 fingers, don't you? That's it. Yeah. No, I'll hit. I mean, it's like Battleship. I'll be hitting A6 and G4 all at the same time. All at the same time. She goes, God, boy. I'm like, hit! I go, let me go ahead and sink it now. I'm over here like this. Let me sink that ship. Let me get you. It's like Bruce Almighty. He looked down. There's 9 fingers on it. That's me during foreplay. I mean, hell, if you want me to go full unhinged, right hand to the Lord. I mean, foreplay is so good. One time we didn't even do the real act. Divided and conquered in foreplay. It was done. It was done.
Go Cameron! Go Cameron!
Oh, you thought patting your head, rubbing your belly was hard? Whoa.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I mean, you deserve. I saw the way you ate that taco, man.
Oh my. Oh god.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You saw that. Me.
Yeah, I did. Let me find out. I'll let you take me for a spin. You can take me for a spin.
I just tasted blood.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Back to the table.
the reason I brought up foreplay is because you got to warm yourself up with the chairs. You got to warm up your fingers and your phalanges.
okay.
You don't want to go to the big dually. You don't want to just put it in. You got to warm it up.
Hayden, it's a power drill. You act like you're like hammer and chisel. Like you're making out of granite. You got to warm up. You literally go.
It's no. Well, I don't get my furniture from,
Oh, if you're gonna say you have an Allen wrench, then that's fine.
No, I don't. I have a drill, but my table weighed 280 pounds.
That's fine. My
So
table was heavy as too. You go piece by piece by piece. Then you probably need someone to flip it over.
You know why you need the chairs? It's so you can have someone to sit on while you're building the main thing.
That's so dumb.
Why?
So when you build oh my god, when you build a table,
Yeah.
you're building out in the middle of the air like this. You're like,
What do you mean? You sit on the floor. You got to sit on. It's an empty house.
okay, so let's rewind 10 seconds.
Where so?
You build the chair so you can sit on the chairs to build the table.
You're right.
You just said you're on the floor
If I
when you
didn't
build the table.
If I didn't do the chairs first, yeah, I would be sitting on the floor to do the table, and no one wants to sit on the floor to do the table. You want to sit on the chairs to do the table.
So answer me this, right? You're in a chair up here, right?
Yeah.
A little high chair.
Yeah.
The tabletop is more than likely face down on your floor.
Face down.
And you got to connect the what? The legs or the base, however it's set up. You
Yeah.
have a really nice table, by the way. I love that
Thank you
table.
so much.
Now back to it. You got to connect that
Yes.
to the tabletop,
Yes.
which is all the way on the ground. So how do you think it is beneficial to be up in the air and going when you got to be all the way down there? You can't. What is this?
I got people
We
in
got
my
3 foot long Phillips head.
What are you gonna do during
You're like this? It's all the way down there. You're like, oh, a little to the left.
What are you gonna do?
It's like, right. He's down there.
What are you gonna do during a break?
Dog, that's the thing. When I move, I don't take breaks, P.
Really?
I just said earlier,
Yeah.
talked about kinks. That is something, I don't know where I got that from. Maybe from Mike Kennedy. If it's time to move someone in, you'd think I'm like a you'd think I'm like a troglodyte, like way back in the day.
What?
It's like a cave dweller. You'd think there's no societal rules on me. Like it's sun up to sun down. I'm working.
I know that's the only space in your life where you're like that, and it's almost to a detriment whenever we move. Because you
Dude,
did help me
no,
move.
yeah, I will go until I'm done. Like I don't even care if I'm moving you in.
Yeah.
I walked into your room. I whipped out a box cutter out of my drawers and I started opening boxes. I
Yeah.
said, "What's this?"
Yeah, but then now instead of boxes being neatly put together everywhere, you just had stuff all over my counters and my floors, and I didn't like that.
Now hear me out, people. This is why you need a cam in your life. Peyton, we love him to death. He's very much, we don't need to do that right now. Oh, that's going to go in my studio, but it's going to go up later. It's like all this, right? Me, I'm going to walk in your home. I'm going to open every box you have.
You're invasive.
But listen, hear me out. What is there a higher chance that you will put it up? Sitting on your counter, that you're like, it's really just got to go in one of those drawers.
Yeah.
Or an unopened taped box sitting in the corner. You being you, that box is going to be there for I physically saw the hoodie. I saw the hoodie from the House of Highlights thing. That was a year. We were about to hit March Madness again right now. That was from last year. It was plastic wrapped. It was just sitting there. I've worn that hoodie enough. It's starting to fade. And that bit in the plastic.
But who are you to tell me how I want things done in my house? You're invasive species.
That is invasive, but you just need to be better. Just a little bit. Did I spit? Just a little bit. I just know you. I know my payday. If I open
you don't know me, and that's egotistical, and it's a little demanding and commanding. It's the George Washington you. It's how your native people are. I mean, y'all colonize. You take over the trap.
Okay, you want to talk about egotistical? He used cardboard moving boxes for his dirty clothes. That is prideful and weird.
What am I supposed to put my dirty clothes in?
Trash bag or leave it in the hamper,
those clothes
gross idiot.
Those clothes do not go in trash bags. Those clothes do not go in trash bags. Those clothes do not go in trash bags.
But I'm the
Maybe put your green shoes and your red pants in there.
No, you can't. You have those 11 lows. You have those 11 lows.
No, those are a relic. No. I told
From
Sarah.
like your 9th grade year of high school.
I told Sarah, and we get off moving after this, but I told Sarah, do not throw those shoes away. Those were my first pairs of 11s, and I got them in high school. I have like high school like underwear that I still keep.
What the why?
It's an emotional attachment. Like there's certain things in my life that I have memories in those drawers, a lot of them, and I can't throw that away. Like I remember that. I remember that.
I remember that. No, you were hitting some weird. You have to get rid of it.
No, there's certain things in my house that I know I don't need, but I cannot get rid of. I think it's like maybe is that hoarding?
I'd argue that's the definition of hoarding.
Hoarders don't have emotional attachment to their items. No?
I think they have emotional attachment to everything they touch.
Really?
That's why it becomes a hoard. Hence hoard, minion hoard, 6 elixir.
Yeah.
Drop that 1 arrows for 3 elixir, takes it out. Now you're up 3 elixir.
Speaking of homes, did you ever watch Extreme Home Makeover?
Move that bus! Move that bus! Move that bus! And moved it like, They had you want to talk about an army? They had 70 people working on a house.
You know that show was like low-key evil, right?
Oh, no, I don't even know if I'm prepared for this.
There's documentaries about how that show is evil.
There's documentary. Okay, I really don't know if my heart can take this.
No, they to these people. That show like ruined these people's lives.
You're lying.
Yeah, no, it's awful what they would do to these people. And now I don't.
No. This isn't conspiracy?
No. There's a documentary with the people sitting in dark rooms, well lit, talking about, I'm still suffering.
You're kidding.
No, okay, so I'm gonna give you like the Cliff Notes version because I don't know the extreme details of it, but it came across my For You page.
Oh, my poor little heart.
So basically, this show, if you don't know My Extreme Home Makeover or Extreme Home Makeover, I think it's just
Extreme Home Makeover.
If you don't know what Extreme Home Makeover is, basically it was the show back in the day is where they would take these impoverished people that, they were
just bad living conditions.
They were struggling. Like the whole thing is these people were like check to check, like they had kids, they couldn't feed them, their house was run down.
It was typically like families of like 5 or 6, like mom and dad and like 4 kids, water heater broken, AC out,
sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, like very bad living conditions, check to check.
And so what they would do is they would come to these people's houses and be like, hey, we're going to move you out of here. You can't see this house, but we're going to give your house an extreme home makeover. And then they would bring them back to their neighborhood.
They'd send them like Disneyland.
Yeah,
it was like 5 days.
Yeah.
So put them on a little family vacation, and then they'd bring them back.
And so then they would bring them back, and there'd be a big truck in front of the house so they couldn't see.
Like a charter bus.
Yeah, and they'd be like, move that bus or whatever. And then so they would move it and they would see their new mansion. Like nice home with an aquarium in it, a pool.
Just extra for no reason, but it's very, very nice.
This lady that had her house, she was like, I'm still paying for all of that. She was like, they didn't give me money. They just built me this multi-million-dollar house and gave me the property tax. She's like, I'm struggling more. She was like, I still make $500 a month. And she was like, I have gotten so many past due bills that I am hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And she's like, dude, no, it's evil. Basically, they would be like, hey, I know you're broke as I'm going to give you this mansion. You figure it out. That's what they would do to these people, bro. And not only that, Not only
Whoa.
that, you know how like some people like used to come to my apartment or came to my old house, like fans, right?
Yes.
These people's address was on national television. I didn't even think of it. They would show the whole layout of the house.
Oh, yeah.
They say my house got broken into twice a month.
Oh my God, dude.
They would say,
"Oh no, that hurts me," because I thought that show's heaven sent.
Yes.
I thought they'd come in, they'd take this little poor little mom and pop and 7 brother family, send them to Walt Disney for a week, come back, nice pad.
No, it's-
life is better. Everything it's up from here.
it's genuinely evil. Because they would be like, I had to take out loans to pay the mortgage on this house that they built me that I didn't want. I didn't want an aquarium. I wanted heat. That's all I wanted. And they said, and they showed the whole floor plan and what's in every room. People just came in and took it.
Okay, that's the funny part. My phone's speaking.
What video's playing? Is that a video of us in college? Is that me? A video of us in college in a urinal. It's not playing on your phone right now.
Peyton, I don't even open Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat. If I didn't have memories on it, that'd be gone.
Can we put the video on screen? Is that me? Can I see that?
You're in that video. My God. Look at you. There's not a hair on your face.
Why were we all in? Oh my! Oh my!
Wait, now I don't know what else is. I don't know what's next.
Oh my! Put that on the screen. If I don't, it's funny. It looks like there's a crystal in it. Oh, Cameron!
Let me see.
Why are you gripping it? Cam, it's blue, green, orange, black. No, you gotta see it. No, y'all gotta get
No, that looks like I'm geo-digging. Wait, how many years ago does that say?
7.
That might have been the inception of it. It might have been their conception.
Well, I just wanted to say that was my extreme home makeover. That was the
Dog, that is evil.
It's insane.
But but my thing is, I always thought, wait, so you know what makes it even worse?
Yeah.
Doubles down on the evil.
Yeah.
Is that show definitely made made some money.
Millions of dollars. They had to build houses.
Definitely made some money.
Yeah.
It was aired for years.
Yeah.
National television.
Yeah.
They said, y'all,
Yeah.
we're keeping all the breach.
I feel like there's gonna be some like Netflix documentary about it soon because they just made one about Tyra Banks' old show. They made one about
You
My
used to
Biggest
watch that?
Loser,
I used to. I
America's
don't
Next
know.
Top Model.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like heavy invested in that.
Well, it's Tyra Banks.
I watched the Tyra Banks.
Who wouldn't?
I mean, she
Tyra looked good.
she looked great.
Yeah.
But I'd watch it with my grandma though, and she was still.
Grandma knows what looks good. Looks good. No matter who you are.
Why did Tyra? Okay, I understand we were young boys and pheromones just flowing around,
Yeah.
but why were we all? I mean, we just got 3. I mean, I'm talking consensus. Yes, to
Well,
Tyra
Tyra Banks looks great. I mean, it's. I mean,
but there was other people that looked great that didn't care about their field of work.
Well, Cam, at that point, I was so into finding myself. I mean, Bevo got the worst of it. You know what I mean? My little stuffed Bevo. So, you don't think Tyra Banks was going to get it done. You know what I mean? I was going a pound town on a mascot. You know what I mean? I mean, that'd be...
If you were to America's Next Top Model
No!
on a couch.
No,
in your
it was
parents'
definitely
house.
got me there. No, I wasn't to it, but I was like... It made me figure things out. It made me figure things out.
Come here, Bevo.
My mom would walk in the room and be like, why is there stuffing everywhere?
Oh, God.
Ad break.
All right, P, I always see people on TikTok talking about maturing is realizing this, maturing is realizing that.
I do see that as well, yes, on TikTok.
So I compiled a list for us, and we're just going to go down top to bottom, and I'm going to see if you agree with my statements that maturing is realizing.
Okay, so you have a list of maturing things.
Some might be hot takes, but it's definitely a mature thing.
Okay.
First one. Maturing is realizing that blue Chips Ahoy's were always better than the red ones.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Blue Chips Ahoy. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a blue and red Chips Ahoy is. Chips Ahoy is the cookie, right?
Were you a kid ever?
Yes.
Were you a child?
It's the cookies, right?
You're Benjamin Button.
Chips
Yes,
It's
Chips
a pirate.
Ahoy.
That's Captain
What?
That's Captain Crunch. I'm not
That's
joking.
Captain Crunch.
Chips Ahoy. I'm blanking. I don't know what Chips Ahoy are. I know the name.
Arguably
No,
the biggest cookie outside of Oreo.
No, I know the name. It's a little cookie like yay big.
Yes.
I didn't know they made red cookies.
Oh my.
I've never had a Chips Ahoy.
I go on next week's episode. Are you out of your?
I'm so I don't think I've ever had a Chips Ahoy because I don't know what red and blue
Okay, so
chips.
you know now. So now Chips Ahoy. It's just I don't even know if they have a little mascot. It might be a cookie with eyes, but Chips Ahoy, you know them.
Yes, I've heard
So
the name.
blue is the just chocolate chip and it's crunchy.
Yeah.
When we were children, they have red ones, chocolate chip, but it's chewy.
Oh yeah, no. I came under Michelle Obama's food plan. I didn't get those. Yeah, no, she had vegetables in my school. Your thick had them Chips Ahoy.
It wasn't even at school. This is at Walmart, a Kroger, HEB.
Yeah, no, I never. I'm so sorry that I'm not participating well. I've never had a Chips Ahoy. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never had a blue and
You
red.
never
Chips
had a blue one?
I don't know what that means. No, I don't know what that means. Maybe if I got it for like Halloween or something.
I mean, I'm like flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted too that it's such big of a deal.
That's like me telling you, that's like me saying, Maturns realize that Diet Coke's better than regular Coke. And you go, what's Coke? Like,
It's not that big of a deal.
I'm not exaggerating. I would venture to say,
Is that crazy?
Coke is higher. Coke's definitely higher. You can ask 100 people.
Say Coca-Cola because we live in a city, so I mean that's
true.
everywhere.
Coke's higher.
Oh, shouldn't play that game.
It was huge loogie. Huge loogie. It was thin though. But Coke is higher. Coca-Cola is 100 out of 100 people. They understand.
Everybody knows what Coca-Cola is.
I'm not exaggerating.
Yes.
I swear to God. In this building, I'm talking old heads too.
Yeah.
If I go, do you know what Chips Ahoy is?
I know what Chips Ahoy is. I've never had it.
Am I the only one struggling? You keep saying you know what it is, but you've never had and you don't know what it is.
I know the name.
You're on record saying I know Chips Ahoy, but I don't know what the blue and red is. I know Chips Ahoy. I know what it is, but I don't know what they are.
Like I've watched
Riddle.
Like I know what Lord of the Rings is. I know what that is. I've heard the name. I couldn't name a character except for Goblin Door, whatever his name is.
Goblin Door, don't you dare do that to my beloved series. Goblin Door.
Yeah, and thou shalt not
It's
pass and all that.
Smeagol.
I'm trying to my precious.
Yeah, so when he was fighting the Balrog.
Yeah.
And he used the light of Arndor. He's like an
dude,
angel.
do you hear that? Wow, do you hear that? Ask me.
What do you hear, P?
Oh, that drying up. Anybody hear that? Anytime you talk about that.
This is, what a start.
Yeah.
No, I'm bringing you cookies next week.
I don't like cookies.
I'm ready to hit something. I'm ready to fight. The hell was that?
I like cookies, but I like homemade cookies wrapped in plastic. Like this looks like an 8-ball of Coke.
Dude, you bougie.
I like that.
Homemade cookies. Like you had time to buy eggs and flour.
No. My girl does. Oh.
Okay, we're just gonna keep it peddling.
Yeah.
Holy.
I don't like that expression. Let's keep it peddling. Grow up.
Maturing is realizing that spicy food isn't a flavor; it's a pain tolerance scale. Yes or no?
Ooh, that's cooked. And that's white. That's a really white thing to say. It's definitely a flavor. Spice is flavor. Like spicy seasonings. You ever heard spicy seasoning?
Spicy seasonings. I'm talking that you torture me with.
No one eats that. No one eats that. Are you talking about like sriracha?
No, sriracha is very mild. I'm talking about when someone goes, dude, come over. We're having the UFC fight and my death habanero wings.
Oh yeah,
That's
no. I feel like the same people that eat that extremely spicy food are the same kids in middle school that would wear like tank tops when it's 20 degrees outside.
Oh yeah,
it's not even cold out here.
Oh
like,
yeah, they listen to SoundCloud rappers just to say.
Yeah, and they flip their eyelids. Like those are the same people. People that eat extremely hot foods were the same kids that flip their eyelids. Like that's like you're not cool. You're kind of scaring us.
They'd wear like American Eagle jeans, but then the Adidas slides.
Oh, you suck.
My God.
And flip their eyelids and do the double jointed elbows. Like you look demonic, not cool. Like you know what I mean? Like no one likes you. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! And the worst part, they always stood at a ripe 5'2". Like,
Yeah, dude.
like, look at them boot your little.
Yeah. So what's your home life like?
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's like
Oh man, get a wait, Satan.
not that. Yeah, I have No, I have a conspiracy about those people. I said it. They're either dead or in jail. All those people, or eating spicy foods.
Okay. Maturing is realizing that nostalgia is a hell of a drug, and Tobey Maguire is actually the worst Spider-Man out of the three.
Oh, that's a hot take.
That's a fact, and you come to the right side.
Oh,
Come to the
no.
right side. That is a fact. Tobey Maguire is the worst one out of the three, and you know it to be true. Tom Holland's clearly the best. Andrew Garfield's better, so Tobey's the worst.
Okay. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. He's the most accurate Spider-Man. Just how he acts, his age, first of all.
Exactly.
Now, Tobey is OG. Tobey is OG.
I don't give a That's the point. Nostalgia is a drug.
If he wasn't,
Larry Bird would destroy LeBron James. You.
If Tobey wasn't 43 when he made the movies, then it would have been different, right?
But then that's that's not reality.
But Tobey was so good.
You have to take what is real in front of us. He was good because it was the first live action Spider-Man that we had.
Yeah, okay, but Andrew, he got bad scripts. If Andrew would have gotten good scripts, he would be the best Spider-Man ever. I mean, the way his body moved in that suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, give me that little British. You know what I mean?
He's British?
Yeah. We have 2 British Spider-Mans. And 60 years old.
Who?
Andrew Garfield. He's like 60.
If Andrew Garfield's 60 years old, I will get butt-ass naked right here. If Andrew Garfield is 60 years old, the world's going to see all of me.
I don't know if he's 60, but he's like about to be 50, I think. He's 42.
Thank you, Pierce.
He's 42. He doesn't look 42.
42 to 60.
I mean, once you get there, I mean, you're all on borrowed time.
No, 42 is good. 42 is youthful.
No, if you don't think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man ever, you don't know movies, or nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
You're terrible.
Yeah.
But do you agree or not? Tobey Maguire is the worst. You basically said it. You're allowing nostalgia to not allow you to go full.
Now, listen to me. If you would have just said nostalgia is a hell of a drug and it clouds people's judgment, I would have been like, yes. But then you use
clouding your judgment right now.
But then you use the specific example of use the you use these. No, we're not gonna do it. Hey, this one.
No. There's too many wires, bro. Too many wires. You hit that, the whole spaceship goes
Pierce,
down.
it's you next.
He goes, Pierce, come here.
You use the specific example of Spider-Man, and that's just hard to do because Tobey was great. Whenever he became, he had the venom on him and he became evil, and he had Malachi's hair.
Yeah, he looked like a little emo.
And he started walking like Pinta down the streets of New York. I mean, no one's touched that scene yet. No one's touched that. His dance. No one's touched that. No one's touched that.
Oh, bro, it doesn't matter. He has iconic moments. Andrew Garfield is better at acting. He had terrible scripts and just weird movies.
Yeah, I need the Escape Pod. When we eventually collab with the Escape Pod, hopefully they didn't follow me back on Instagram. Dude, no, what the is going on? No, first James from Gigs didn't follow me back. That's fine, cool, whatever. We patched it up. We follow each other. We text. He gives me voice notes. I mean, the guy's hot.
No, that probably
good voice.
That probably moved me a little too.
Oh, I did. Hey, you guys are jokes. And I go, yeah, we are.
He goes, oh, you man, pissing day for a point, isn't it? And I'd be like, oh, I need a drink right now. I look down, it's noon.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
and then
man.
So I followed the Escape Pod guys on Instagram, like their individual personal Instagrams. They didn't follow me back, and hurtful because not only did I follow them, and I think it pops up in the priority, like whenever I follow you, you know what I mean? But then, well, no, I'm just saying. But then I went, like I used to do when I was single. I liked 3 pictures.
Oh yeah. So you made it known. You said follow. You said like, and
yeah, and then I threw some diamonds under a post. I mean, I was treating him like an Instagram baddie.
You treated Hat Guy like he was a thick Latina.
I treated that guy like a thick Latina. Yeah, I did. And he doesn't follow me back.
Oh my God, that's
to the Escape Pod. Follow me back, man.
Okay, here we go. There's 2 more.
I watch them all the time,
dude. I love them.
I love those
They're
guys.
great. Last 2.
Yeah.
Maturing is realizing expensive dates don't equal effort.
Who gives a? Whoa. Who cares about effort if you're spending $10,000?
Oh!
That's effort.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's not effort. That's not effort. No, it's not. That's not effort.
Yes,
that
it
is simply money.
Well, let me tell you.
Okay, go.
How do you get the money?
Huh?
How did you get the money? Effort, right? It takes hard work to get money in most scenarios.
Yeah.
That's my effort, and I'm choosing to use my effort that I get. No, you shut up when I'm talking.
You're taking a loophole.
No, it's not a loophole. I'm telling you where my mind is. If you're spending a lot of money on a date, that's effort. Because it takes a lot of effort to get that money in most scenarios. So if I took me a lot of effort to get this money and I'm spending it on a date and experience for us 2, that's the effort.
No.
Oh, I just cooked.
That's a loophole. You think you cook. The statement is simply expensive dates doesn't equal effort.
Yes, it does.
Effort No, I think you're wrong, Bub. Effort is what's my girl's exact lipstick, butter pecan praline, something 16. Let's see, I have it in my notes. What's her exact lipstick from this place? I'm gonna get that and her favorite flower, and I'm gonna put it in her favorite bag. And I'm gonna make sure I beat her home by 20 minutes so I can have the whatever cold on the counter, but it's not melted.
Okay.
That's like effort and intentional behind it. As opposed, I'm not saying an expensive date's not nice and it's appreciated, but
Anybody would take. Not anybody.
No, don't you say
no,
that.
and I think that's the internet.
Because there's some people that will just, I'm gonna go get a $5,000 trip.
Name one person in here that would like your favorite shoe or that your favorite. Name one person in this room that would prefer your girl get you your favorite bag of chips that you mentioned 2 years ago, or a full inclusive trip to Las Vegas. Thank you. Every time.
But that's not the statement.
Yes, it is.
I'm not saying it's not. That's obviously better.
Yeah.
But people think the world's becoming a little. Some people think they can just throw money at everything, right?
Yeah, you can.
But they're saying, oh, I don't know what to do. It's Valentine's Day. I waited till the last second. Fuck, I'm gonna just buy her a bag.
That's what I did.
You go and she loved it.
Didn't know the difference. Now, if I'd have spent 3 weeks on a little present, yeah, she wouldn't have known. And honestly, that's more hurtful. That's more hurtful. Because I did do that. I did do that. I bought my girl for Valentine's Day that Museum of Us thing that you see all over TikTok. I didn't know you had to put that together.
Oh, yeah.
And so
you don't have good dexterity. You got crooked fingies.
And they hand you like Lego pieces all in this bag, and I was like, no way. I was like, what did I pay for? And then
you go, CJ, come here. He goes, arr, arr.
And then they don't even give you like, I was like, how do you stick these people in the museum? Because it's like 2 levels. Yeah. And I was looking around and they gave me a glue stick. Just one long, like, that goes in a hot glue gun? Oh. They gave me 1 stick of it. I didn't have a hot glue gun.
They didn't even give you the gun? They didn't even give you the hot glue blicky?
So I had to go get a match. And I was matching this hot glue gun and then sticking it under the feet. It took me like an hour and a half. How many times has she looked at that? Once. She wears that bag every day.
You go, proof. Yes. Bro turned into Nicolas Cage.
I thought you called me the N-word for a second. No, did you see my face?
You did get serious. You said, okay, last one. Maturing is realizing.
Yeah.
Closure is a luxury, not a requirement.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about relationships?
Relationships. Closure is a luxury, not a requirement. That might be hard and sharp to hear. I agree.
Can I say this?
If you break up with me, if I break up with you, I don't know you. I can be a good person and tell you why I'm doing it, but at the end of the day, life is going to keep lifing.
No, I'm going to say this. If you get in a relationship, whether you plan on it to go the full distance or this is probably going to end, you owe that person closure.
No, you do not.
That's
the right thing to do.
That's the societal contract you sign whenever you get in a relationship. It's like you have to, because there's no point to get a relationship if your whole thing is to just one day hurt this person. You know what I mean? Even if you decide this isn't for me and it's amicable, you have to, like, it's law. You have to talk to this person.
No, sir.
So you're saying
I would 10 out of 10, but the statement is it's a luxury.
No, but you got to argue
the requirement.
So argue that point. You can't say, but I understand you. No, you got to stick on that point.
Then I think it is simple as you are your own person just as much as I'm my own person. Mm-hmm. Now, again, this isn't how I live and would do it, but in this scenario, bro, if it's not hitting the fan, or if it's slowly getting like a little eggshelly, how we treat each other. If you, he threw up.
Holy!
I saw it in your throat.
Oh my God!
But I'm saying the right thing to do, the nice thing to do, the polite thing to do, is to give closure. Same with pissing in public.
Yeah.
Nice thing to do, polite thing to do, right thing to do. Lift the seat. If there's any piss left, you close it. You clean it.
I'm saying, okay.
You don't have to.
Yes, you do. I think okay, physically, no, you don't have to. But we're not doing like the physically, actually. We're doing societal.
I would say when you have to, there's got to be a perimeter. Like if you've been dating, I think it's a duration.
No, I don't care.
If you and me been going out for 3 months, we hit a cocktail bar, went to a Mavs game.
And I have to tell you, I'm no longer doing this.
No, see it.
You can't ghost. I definitely believe in CJ, you'd be in prison for life. It should be illegal to ghost somebody. Like that is the most evil thing you can do to somebody.
Okay, whoa, let me clear the air. No, let me clear the air.
No, because you can't.
I'm not saying ghost. That's
what closure is.
No. Oh, no.
What's the difference?
Second layer. I will very much tell you, hey, this isn't working for me. We're breaking up. I'll give you. I'm not just leaving.
You're saying
Getting on the Harley.
You're saying you don't have to give them the why?
Yes.
No, that's evil. No, it's wrong.
No, it's
you
not.
have to give the person the why.
No, I
yes,
don't.
yes, it is because that
No.
messes up somebody psychologically.
Bro, but what if me saying the why is gonna mess up me psychologically? We're beasts.
It's your choice to leave. How is that going to mess you up psychologically? It's
What
your
if it's
choice.
not my choice? That's what I'm saying.
How is it not your choice to leave? Who is going to force you to leave a relationship other than you?
I mean, that's true, but I'm saying, what if it's okay, weird example. What if it goes super south with my family back home?
Yeah.
I don't want to spread that. I don't want to say it, but I know I have to go back home. I have to take the family business under and start grinding, working, all that. I don't want to say that someone's sick, whatever. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
I'm sorry. This was great. This was great times. Honestly, you're a great girl. I can't do. I gotta go. See ya. Yeah, exactly.
Why though? Why do you?
It's way too much to explain. Honestly, I'm not comfortable getting into it, and that's it. I'm getting my bag and I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
Can you at least
Have a
give me
great
like
life.
can you give me a vague thing though? Why are you leaving?
I go vague thing. I go, your ass is great, but I'm out of here. I go, see ya.
No, you're an evil person. That's gonna come
not
back
evil.
to retribute you.
That's
Yeah,
not
it is.
retribute me. I have a beautiful bride, and I love her, and I will never. But
I'm saying, but that's. I mean, that's. I think
that's
ghosting somebody.
hence the maturity.
I think ghosting somebody is just as bad as cheating on them.
nobody said ghosting. You're taking
I'm
it as
going on a
ghosting.
new thing though.
Oh, okay,
I think ghosting somebody is just as bad as cheating on them.
Now, ghosting's pretty evil. Ghosting's pretty evil.
It's evil. It's
I'm
just
gonna
as
go-
evil as cheating.
No, sir.
Yes, it is.
No, sir. Cheating's a step higher.
So
No, sir.
cheating basically is stepping outside of your relationship and putting it in somebody else, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference from just up and leaving somebody and you're gonna go put it in somebody else? It's the same thing.
Because I think the up. Okay, now you might be cooking with a little bit of that peanut oil. Might be
Exactly.
cooking. Because the way I initially viewed it was up and leaving is going to hurt. It's definitely going to sting. But it's so weird. It's so out of the blue. I don't think it'll sting as bad. If someone openly goes opposite of what they said they wanted, I want you, we're together, and they literally go and sleep with someone else, that's going to sting more. And you might start to question yourself.
The only
what did I
difference-
do to deserve to be cheated on? What does he have that I doesn't? What does she have that I don't? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
They just ghost. You're like, what the
Yeah, but you know,
and
but
like
you.
actual ghosting, you're like, you're sad for a couple days. You might ask the same questions, but it hurts less.
No. Ghosting hurts more.
No,
I would rather
no.
you. No, I would actually rather you cheat on me than ghost me. I would rather you go cheat on me.
What?
I would rather you go cheat on me and then come back to me. At least you wanted to come back, right? You went and got that. I know I'm not good, so you went and got better. I get it. And then you come back to me. At least I know you wanted to come back home. If you ghost me, that means you wanted nothing to do with me. You didn't even have the
That's
thought.
not true. That's not true.
No, you didn't even have the thought to tell me I'm leaving or I'm gonna go come back to you. Like, you know what I mean?
That's not true.
That's evil. I would much rather get cheated on.
You can ghost. Someone can ghost, but they're ghost. And this sounds crazy. And also, this is not majority. This is definitely not majority. But sometimes someone can ghost. It's gonna sound wicked. Hot take. Out of love. Now, hear me out.
Oh, you're toxic. Oh no,
No.
thank God you're married because you're toxic.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Very not majority. Majority, it's heads. They're gonna ghost because they just whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they might know that it's going to be this battle of this closure. You need this, you need that. It's just constant talking. They can't get out of it. And in reality, that might hurt the person. That might hurt themselves more. And it's a selfish thing, but to heal themselves,
Yeah.
which is very natural. People are gonna always take care of themselves first. They might just step away with no conflict.
In closing.
Like very passive people.
In closing, I would much rather you come home and I can smell him on you than you just leave me.
Oh, no shot. If
I'd be like, you got baccarat?
no, if you come back smelling like baccarat and you go, yeah, it just went for better, I'd be like, okay, well, you can just get this. Like, you're not, you're not doing that. No, sir.
Nope.
No, boy.
No, I'd be like, no, I would still leave, but at least you have the respect to come back home to me.
Mine might sound crazy saying some people ghost out of love. You're literally telling your partner that cheated on you, at least you had enough respect to come back to
Yes,
you.
at least you have the respect
That's not respectful. It was all deceitful lies. They did not.
No, it is.
No, respect would be, hey, I'm gonna go sleep with him. Be back at 9. That's respect.
Yeah.
She did not think she was gonna get caught. She came back. You smelt the baccarat rogue,
Yeah.
540.
Yeah, but
You smelt that $400 at Neiman. You smelt it.
Why are you walking like that, babe?
Yeah. They go, a lot of pickleball. A lot of they opened Pickle Kingdom.
Why are you limping?
I go, oh my God. Oh, babe, did you have an accident in your pants?
Let me. Oh my God.
Was it a long?
Oh my God.
Was it a
Oh
long
my
car
God.
ride home?
Oh my God. No.
Why? It's like, did you pee? You couldn't find a gas station.
Oh my God. No, this is wild. We got to get to the next topic.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Well, that was pop culture.
No, that was maturing is realizing. That was
Maturing
good. That
is
was a good
realizing.
game.
That was a good game.
Good game. I go, you got a lot of growing up to do.